All right, starting streaming about a minute early to try to get the technical things out of the way. This is a new computer, and I'm not very good with streaming, as past people have probably been able to tell, like me messing up the audio. But I think I got it down. I've done it enough times. You'd think I would have it down. Let me know if the audio is okay. Let's see. Let me. Here's what I'm curious about. Can you guys hear? What I'm trying to click it on here. Ugh. Let's not look at shoes. Play. How do I make this? Oh, there it is. Can you guys hear the skateboarding of Jamie Foy's front feet with a handrail? If the answer is no, then I've done this right. Because obviously these ads that it will get this video demonetized. Let's see. Make sure let's see. Still watching your last two videos. Dang, watching my videos while watching a stream is incredible. Yes, we can hear the audio well. Yes, loudly. But you can hear this. You can hear me. Can you hear the skating of Jamie Foy? That's what I need to know. Like, could you hear this video? Because if you could hear that video, I got to do. Okay, you can hear both. Okay, so let's do. I guess the easiest way to do that is just to fix it here. I think. We'll run with that. And I just have to remember to do that each time. Because I don't. In the settings, there's a way to. Can I try to figure that out right now? I don't want to try to figure it out while I'm already streaming. Let's just run it. I just wanted to go through some like modern skate videos because I legitimately have not watched skate videos in a hot second. Probably, it's been months. It's definitely been months. And I've just been hearing a little bit of buzz among other skaters of just them being kind of not satisfied with a lot of the videos that have been coming out. I think it has a lot to do with oversaturation and not the quality of skate videos. That's my theory, at least. You see every crazy trick consistently on something like Instagram where you're only seeing people's enders. And so if you're just seeing ender, then the filler of video parts that has always been a part of skateboarding really falls on deaf ears. They're the story posts of the hard post of the video part. I have to explain it like that for people who weren't around for the golden age of skateboarding where I think the reason that a lot of us thought skate videos were so much better before is because they're so much rarer, and then you would like wait for a VHS to come out, and you were getting like 2 new videos a month. Like barely anyone was dropping stuff. You had 4-1 videos dropping every month. Sometimes other video magazines would pop up, and then you'd have like one company drop a video, probably every month or two, or you get like an America video or something like that. And we ran those tapes till they popped. We Notorious B.I.G'd those skate videos. You'd be surprised if there's any younger people in the audience how consistent it was that in PJ Ladd's Wonderful Horrible Life, PJ Ladd's part would get shitty because the tracking would get messed up because we watched that part so many times over and over again and then rewinding it and playing it again. And I talked about it in an old video and then I got a bunch of comments like, yeah, that happened to my copy too. Like, a little different now, but we're Dale Decker in here. Why are you doing this? Is what I ask myself every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT, the greatest person who's ever lived, is in the chat. Okay, so let's see. Copyright claims. Yeah, the reason I'm muting it is literally because copyright claims. There's a video part of mine that does not exist, that it's uploaded. I have it saved in my thing, and you can't watch it because it got banned in America for the music that was used for it. And I've been asking the person who filmed it a couple times, like, hey, like, can you get me the raw whatever? And he doesn't have it anymore. So next time I go to Maryland, I'm gonna like go over his house and show him how to get it off of YouTube. Dan builds ramps, bro. You can hear both? Let's see. Let's see now. So I have it silenced now. What is there volume over here? Let's see what's going on. Can I just click play? Yeah, let's just get into it. America has always been good skate videos. Looks like this is feeling very art bars, subtitles, and seagulls to me. But oh, what an awful rail! I wish I had a fisheye angle of that. Actually, he's gapping to that rail. It almost looked like it was like a straight set. See how the top stairs kind of set back? You got a gap to the rail, and then the rail ends early. Kind of crazy. So America to me has totally changed the vibe of what it once was. Ooh, I wish you went to nose manual. Still sick. I wish you went to nose manual. So I think that America used to be like top dog, this like really epic shoe company, and everything they put out was like really, I mean, just top tier skating. Their team was just a bunch of damn goats running around, just a petting zoo. But now it's sort of become this vibe of, I mean, I kind of just blame Leo Romero and his buddies for it. They just go skating random parts of the country and skate spots you've never seen before. It's way more likely for wherever you live in the United States, if it's not California or New York City, to have the America team show up and skate your spots than any other company right now, which I think is really sick. I like this sort of East Coast, Midwest, crusty spot. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of filling a void that hasn't really been filled in a very long time. Foundation was kind of running this sort of thing a little bit ago, but once again, it was because it was this group of skaters that was going out. Like, it's like Leo and, what's his name? Brandon Hoven? How do you say his name? Who's the dude who's on Rockstar? You know what I'm talking about? He does really, really long heel side 50-50s. That guy, and I know Julian Lewis has gone on some of these trips. These guys will just like pick random states basically and just try to find crazy handrails. It's pretty sick. And yeah, I think Leo Romero is like a big part of it. New John Dixon footage, please. I think one of the sickest things about Leo Romero is he's my canary in the coal mine, in the sense that he's like older than me, but he's skating the biggest stuff of his entire career. Like, if these clips right here came out in This Is Skateboard, or not even This Is Skateboarding, Stay Gold, they would still hold true to what he did back then. He's still peaking. I would argue that he is peaking longer than any other skater ever has. And you might think to yourself, well, what about Reynolds? Reynolds filmed a Stay Gold part from like 26 to like 28 or 29, I think. Leo Romero's 40. He's doing that. He's doing that at 40. So I kind of see him and see how much like my body's struggling with stuff, and know that, like, I mean, it's also one of the reasons that I started going to the gym more. Because I'm like, okay, you can make your body do more than it ever did in the past, like before 40, if you just get to it. Like, if you're the kind of person who wasn't taking care of themselves that entire time. Like, I didn't start going to the gym until 5 months ago, and it's been making an insane improvement on, like, not just like my physical health and being able to move around and like my recovery with my ankle, but like I just feel way better. Just like eating better makes you feel way better. Yeah, I love some classic John Dixon footage. He has kind of like the most classically tasteful trick selection, in my opinion, and like I really like his style. It's just very solid. Switch front board, shove it, 50-50, crazy. Like, look at these spots. These are like Richmond looking spots, or like Alabama looking spots, or literally Chicago spot. Do people skate that rail, or do they always go over it? That was crazy. He did that forever ago. Can I click back? Yes. So we've been skating this hubba right here for a minute. Zach just got that trick on that hubba the other day, and he got that clip when the ground wasn't even finished on the landing end of the tennis court, so that clip's probably like 5-6 years old. That was sick. I like that it was like built wrong, and he like took advantage of it. Like, why would the handicap ramp cover some of the stairs, you know? Bad math on the construction part. Those pants are wild. What a spot. I hope they release the B-sides of this because I want to know what the first try at that looked like. Is that what this video's called? Why are you doing this? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I keep trying to click the video on the wrong side. Tell Derek to do a spinorama, flipperama, trick man. Sigs in this economy? Dude's gotta be pro. No, actually, Sigs in this economy, dude. These pro skaters can't afford a damn thing. You would be very surprised to find out how little a lot of these skaters. No, you wouldn't. People have been telling you how little skaters been making for the past like 600 YouTube videos across the sphere. I'm sure, but yeah, they are not make. They are definitely not making American spirit money. That's for sure. Let's go. I'm having so much trouble like navigating this on this because it's like on my television over there. I just feel so foreign. Can I just like? How do I get back to junk drawer? I'm just gonna click this. This kid rules. He's an absolute sweetheart. Big fan of this kid. Let's see what's up with the chat real quick. What's the trick you are missing? What trick am I missing the most? Just sitting on a grind, dude. I pushed around the other day, like I look like I've never rode a skateboard before. On Spencer's board, and it felt so good just to lean on my heels and toes. Just felt so good. Flow marbles would be crazy. Yeah, dude, if a cigarette actually a company called Fume reached out to me for a brand deal, which is like to help people quit smoking, I guess. So you just like inhale. I just think that if you inhale any sort of fumes, it can't be good for you. But it's like you're inhaling something like water vapors or something like that. I don't know. But I didn't do enough research on the company to even consider doing a brand deal. I just like kind of like saw what they were doing, and I'm like, oh, like I like not smoking, but I don't know. Derek is just above D tier, and Kenny is the highest R tier to ever exist. I'm afraid to ask what R tier is. Let's see. Each helps you understand physics on your videos and feel better. Yeah, I think being an older skater definitely makes you understand skateboarding way better. But you're like, I wish I had this brain in my 18-year-old body. Damn, Dalton's looking hella serious right here. The fattest ones there. That's crazy that they're running this as an ad on Thrasher, not because he's a YouTuber, but because this is like a video where they like recreated that scene from Terminator. So that's why he's like dressed like this. Like it was like a motorcycle that jumped off this, I guess, in Terminator. Oh, I guess it's a Terminator style insole. Like I guess it's inspired by the graphic. Dude, that kid can take an unbelievable amount of impact. Say what you want. I still think that the gnarliest trick ever done on the Hollywood 16 is his wall ride. And I think it's hard to understand that unless you've been there, because the way the awning comes out looks like you literally couldn't do it. Like when you look at it, you think your first try you could literally like see if it's possible. Your first try is really a roll of the dice. He should be sponsored by Steaks for taking that kind of gamble, because he could have fucking died. You don't gotta put one on the essential oils things, but something to put in your mouth definitely helps. Yeah, when I quit smoking cigarettes, he's saying that the fume that he took, it helps the oral fixation. I use toothpicks and chewing gum. Toothpicks really helped, especially like the mint one. So it was like just something to do. Yeah, look, the warrior where he looks like he's gonna hit his head is crazy. Volcom's new microwave video was super good. It's edited like an older skate video, which I like a lot. I really liked the last Foundation video because it felt very nostalgic for me. It felt very 2005. So we'll full screen this. All right, let's watch Kieran's part. Jamie Foy like lives in Florida, huh? I know he's like bi-coastal, but let's see. Speaking of the Durans, that's at their house. What a cool setup. Wow, that was scary. I saw, I think it was like Thrasher posted some like clips of this, and I stopped watching it because I didn't want to ruin it. I was like, I actually want to watch this part. Damn, that was sick. Is that no? It's a different one. It looks just like the one that's in I think it's Boston, where you do like a manual pad trick into like the double brick thing. Yeah, Kieran skates everything, dude. All right, no stall to fakie. God, that could have been so much worse. Yeah, he. This guy can afford to smoke cigarettes. He's got the Monster sponsor, dude. If you don't have an energy drink sponsor or so, you need some sort of vice sponsor. That's really what it is. You need some sort of thing that you shouldn't be doing sponsoring you to promote to kids, and then you can make money. What a spot. That hub looked like it was waxed all the way down. That was crazy. I wonder who grinded it. What skate park is that? What are we doing? Oh, that spot. I've been to that spot. We went there dorking around one day. When I used to be flow for stereo skateboards forever ago, like 2000, I don't even know, 7 or 8 or something like that. They took us to that spot to like warm up one, and we skated like a hip. I think their bushes were blocking the landing to skate like a pyramid before. I could be wrong though. I could have just not skated it like that. Damn, Watermelon Sky knows what's up. That was cool. Ooh. Oh, I wish you would have came back into the quarter pipe. I mean, it would have made it way difficulter, but that's probably why. Back nose one on that. Christopher Hyatt did a really good trick on that for his part. Oh, wait, did he land it? Christopher Hyatt was coming really close to a really cool trick on that for his part. I don't know if he did land it or not. He stuck it a bunch. I'm assuming he landed it. Damn, that was crazy. I look at DIY stuff like this and I see like, okay, you're gonna put this lump at the top of this already extremely rough thing, and then you need a curb killer for it. Like I think it is a very East Coast choice when there's like spots that are like this that are already way better on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Like they built a spot that didn't need to be built, and I'm here for it. Like, yeah, look how soft those wheels are. These are definitely some like crazy soft OJs or whoever's wheel sponsor is. Is it Kyle? Oof. Oof. Fuck. What do we think of Opera skateboards? I stood on one the other day. The shapes are decent. I think they did a pretty good job. Like, that was fucking awesome. Putting together like a team that, in my opinion, skaters can care about, but like have like a vibe that's not, you know, super oversaturated. They kind of feel to me a little bit like Creature without the green, but leaning a little bit more towards like an aesthetic that I like. Damn, what spot is that? Where are these places? Are these all not skate parks? That's got to be a skate park. See what happens when you ride for Monster Dude? Look at his travel budget. That was crazy. All of these spots are crazy. Yep. Yeah, all these spots look super fun. I mean, he's not skating any of the spots in the fun way, like he's doing gnarly shit on all of it, but still. Has Evan been to this pool? No, it's a different one. Do you think that is a real bent fence post, or do you think they jammed that into the ground? They bet you they jammed that into the ground. Yeah, Monster puts him on Spirit. Spirit's dust, dude. I endorse brushing your teeth. Yeah, definitely brush your teeth. You end up like me. I was skating your board with the 825 chucks, but I broke them. I have eights. Dang, some eights on my board is wild. I bet it flips quick. When will Pal do a Europe tour? We're talking about it. We were supposed to do it last year and this year, but I don't know. Economy, I don't know. Something. I don't know why we didn't go. Yeah, I think they put that pole there themselves. Pump track lips, dude. Damn. That's a crazy pump track. Like that pump track was built to actually have to clear that because those were like sharp on top. Yeah, these spots are fucking crazy, dude. That Matthew almost got a really good clip on that. He did get a clip on that, but he's trying something crazy. I think Matthew tried that. Did Matthew try that? I'm still waiting for someone to go into a fakie, like 5-0 fakie or feeble fakie. Oh, please don't be his ender. Ugh, God damn it. Okay, we gotta really focus on why this is his ender, because it's obviously a spot that when you go to, you're like, oh, that's crazy. Something about the bump to 50-50s on rails, though, I just rarely care about, and I understand that this one's super steep. Looks like there's a little bit of quick read on the roll up, but not on the roll away. Yeah, a little bit of quick read right there. He's landing in an even steeper part. I don't know. He had so much good stuff in his part. I feel like it probably would be hard to pick an ender, but something about the 50-50s on the tall rails, I just, they're gnarly. Just not my favorite thing to see. Or at least as an ender. Like, there's so much other stuff I felt was like a little bit more exciting, but they've been to this spot, so, you know, they have the perspective of like how crazy stuff actually is, and it's hard to translate that stuff, I think. Let's see what's going on in the chat real quick. Copying Matthew with the hat fly off. Yeah, dude, biting his shit, dude. Is Braille still making videos even? Probably. Yes, they are, actually. I know for a fact that they are. Because I got a bunch of fucking comments saying that he, like, he's, like, riding my skateboard or something like that. Aaron Cairo is. He did, like, a review. I have not watched it yet. I can't bring myself to watch it. But someone commented and said, like, he got the size all wrong on my board or something like that. And it's like, someone was like, he could have clicked any of Dan's videos and gotten the correct dimensions, but yeah, I don't know. I stay away from that mess over there. All the dramatic drama in the skateboarding world, I could care less about. I care about, you know, skateboarding tricks, not people's life decisions and religious affiliations and how poorly they treat their employees. I mean, I do care about that, but I'm not about to yap on about it for a while. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Totally messing about Woodward is not giving what the worst review. When is Woodward? We leave. What's today, the 4th? I leave in 4 days. We all leave in 4 days. Zoe is riding your board. Who's Zoe? Hope you heal up soon, brother. Dude, yeah, we're looking. Hopefully, December I'll be skating, which means I might be able to start pushing around the month before, but we'll see. Maryland native here, Salisbury, Ocean City area. Love the vids. Prayer for a quick recovery. Hey, thanks, man. Do you skate? What's that park? The one that Aaron always skates. I think that's like Rehoboth Beach, though. But I know that Salisbury has that blue skate park. Oh, I skated that actually. If you go dumb deep on my Instagram, I skate the blue skate park that's like in that area. Before it had like the square flat bar and stuff like that. My friend Adam Schweitzer is always out there skating. If you know Adam Schweitzer, tell him I said hey. Yo, shut up, play the vid. Damn. I think you came to the wrong video, dude. Because I'm trying to like watch a video, chat with everyone for a little bit, watch a video, chat with everyone for a little bit. So if you check back in probably every 5 minutes, you can dodge my talking. Dan, you look buff, my dude. Hell yeah, dude. Steroids are no joke. Damn, dude. Steroids are so. I always thought that steroids just made you stronger. I literally can't take them because my heart condition, and it can make your heart grow and a bunch of other obvious health things. But dude, what they do is they make you recover faster. Isn't that crazy? Like it just means that you can like work harder through. At least this is my understanding of it. Like if you go to the gym, like where you would normally be fatigued, you have like more energy to like keep going, and then also you recover faster. But it just fucks your body up, like the mood swings and stuff like that. But yeah, I always thought that it just like gave you more muscle. I had like the cartoon idea of what steroids did. Yeah, I cannot wait for Woodward, especially having like Matthew back there. Christopher Hyatt's like barely skating before there, so he doesn't get hurt before Woodward, so he can like be on top of his shit. It's gonna be a good trip. When you get back on the board, you can use the Grind Kings again. I don't know. That's what's on my board right now. So I do know that Ace wants me to skate their trucks. They were like, "Why is Dan on fucking Grind King?" But and I'll say it again. I think that Grind King right now is the best skate truck. But I haven't tried the new Ace. Um, I've been meaning to hit up Jim Thiebaud about the new Thunder truck. Like my loyalty. It's the kind of the cool thing about doing YouTube. My loyalty just lies with whatever product I like the most. I'm not getting paid by any of these people, and I don't ride for any of these people. But lucky for me, I know a lot of the people who own and run the companies, so I can just like try out the new stuff and just try to give you like more honest reviews. Did you watch Spencer's Italy video? I did not. I should though. Too fat for anything but indies? Nah, dude. Nah, not true. Indies, you can break the base plate pretty easy. Thunders, you break the hanger. At least that's been my experience consistently. You can venture around, dude. No pun intended. I came to see the Pal Squad ripping shit up. Instead, I got this. I'm sorry, dude. So the reason that I'm not out with Pal today, they're actually skating like not far from me. I literally, I've been kind of limed up for the past couple days, and then I went out yesterday and was feeling a little bit better. And the day before that, I felt awful. I couldn't go out. I've missed like the past like 3 Pal sessions. And today I feel great, which would make you think, why are we not getting a video? It's because I slept for like 11 and a half hours straight. I went to bed at normal time. I didn't wake up once, and I just slept right through it. So I'm just doing this for today, and then back on normal like skating schedule tomorrow. What video's tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow's skating that famous it's like it's a curb up. People think that it's a set up and then a 9 down, but it's a curb up. And I got the whole team skating that for tomorrow's video. So yeah, sorry. Axle nuts are loose as fuck. My wheels keep falling during sessions. Really? Thoughts on Carpet Company? I love Eamon and Osama. The company itself, don't know too much about other than it's Eamon and Osama's company, and locally people really like it. I've never ridden one of the boards. I like how much effort they were putting into their boards with like it's like all hand screen printed and stuff like that. I used to skate with Eamon and Osama in Laurel, Maryland, and we'd skate DC downtown together sometimes. We would film with some of the same people. So in that regard, I'm a big stan for Carpet. I like seeing my friends win. Let's see. Is Lime permanent? It is if you don't catch it early enough. And we caught mine dumb late. Do we care about this? I'm kind of more into like video parts. Slappy Garage. I do want to watch the Slappy Garage thing because it's San Diego spots, but I probably know where they are.
We don't have the best of soils here. It's kind of sandy, very tricky. You're dependent on...
Oh! This one BX? No, it's not. This skateboard There he is.
Here at Living Spaces, we have a passion for pieces that tie a room together, like the Dina wood armchair for just
this window.
find people by a piece of
I'm
paper.
not gonna get one because I know myself.
You might throw away talent.
How many ads are in this? This is a braille amount of ads. This is crazy. This is an ad every 2 minutes. Like, it makes me so if you don't know how it works, is that Brian? Brian? So YouTube will put the ads in for you. Look, I just let YouTube pick where the ads go. That's good.
Thank you.
But you can enter the name. If you ever like see anything where it's like free ads, I like that too.
I got a bullet with your name on the fucking tip. So close your eyes as I stick this pocket between your lips. And in your
I don't make any money on this video.
Cause this is part 2 of a motherfucking
I don't even know how to quiet it. Yeah, whatever. RIP, making money on this video. Alright, now it's just down to the super chats. That's how we make money on this video. How many ads are in this? Jeez. I should be getting paid for these ads. That's a cool spot. I'm riding with the tags and I'm oh, is this lyrics to the song? Dude. There it is, closed captioning. Turn that shit off. That's an OG spot. They're the one that was it Dave Coyne who like finger flip board slid that thing? Alright. Small crappy handrails are kind of like trending in skateboarding, huh? Ooh, one of those benches. Dang. Shout out to them for revealing that it doesn't actually belong there. It's really letting you peek behind the curtain. They're anti-burying the spot. They're letting you know that it's fake. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Legend has it that he has never reads chat again. Dude, I'm reading chat, dude. I'm glad to fuel your procrastination. I'm getting sucked up in the video, dude. We hear ya. Oh yeah, YouTube Premium is worth it. You need ad block, yeah. Bald dance since when? I shaved my head 2 nights ago. Every once in a while I'll shave it. The reason I don't stay on top of it is it's just annoying to do. It's funny when like I'll get like comments like, just accept that you're bald and shave your head, and I feel like letting my hair grow out and have this crazy bald spot that looks insane is the accepting that I'm bald. Like I'm not trying to hide it or cover it up. Damn, that was sick. I just the effort that it takes to shave my head is just annoying. Shout out Bronson, dude. Alright, let's try not to make the same mistake. I mean, it doesn't matter now. All the video's demonetized because the music. Boo. I got all these ads and demonetized. That's crazy. Brings a new box to South. See what's going on with Etnies, dude. I guess here's another way I can make money. Etnies code. If you use the code in any of my descriptions outside of this video, Dan15, you type that in, you get 15% off any Etnies products. And the way that I make money off that is I think like when you buy a Etnies shoe through that, I get like 10% or something like that of the sale. Damn. So this is like a heroin Etnies type deal. Is that Danny? This is just like South Pass locals, dude. How is Danny already skating again? Like, I hurt my ankle way before Danny did. Danny's ankle was backwards, dude. And she's like already skating again. It's crazy. I guess is what happens when you're super old. What the hell was that? He's really hyped on that jacket, dude. He's always rocking that jacket now. Ooh, Jimmy clip? Okay. The best clip you've ever seen. Jimmy skating. If you didn't know, this is the best skater in the entire world. And then that's the owner of Heroin Skateboards. In case you didn't know, he fucking skates all the time. He was also just recently hurt. Damn. Oh wait, is the audio on? I bet it is. No, it's off. Thank God. Yeah, so this spot right here is literally right down the street from that wooden skate park. So if you ever go to the wooden skate park, feel free to ask one of the locals where that little DIY is. Let's see what's going on over here. You, me, and Dad are long lost brothers? I wish, dude. We do look alike. He's right on the other side of this wall. Actually, my bathroom's on the other side of this wall, and then it's him. Let's see. Wait, what did you say? Talk to me into hello. Let's see. Is Thrasher website the best spot to find skate videos these days? Free Skate Magazine, Thrasher, Jankum sometimes post parts. And then individual companies will post like video parts. I pretty much learn about video parts through, I mean, what most people do is like Instagram. But yeah, Thrasher probably has the most consistent upload schedule. I don't know. Is there anything else that I'm like really excited to see? Ooh, Technique promo. We could go. We'll watch that next. That's the boy Devin Bagdolia, dude. This the Jaws Park? No, a different park. Let's see. Heading to Southern California soon. Would love to watch you guys skate. Do you guys skate every day? So we skate Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, but probably not this time because a lot of us are going to Woodward. Yeah, Pocket Skate Mag's good too. They upload a good bit of videos. Haven't gone looking for a part in good time. Yeah, or in a long time. Same. I'm like terrible at keeping up with like what's going on in skating. Let's see what DeVille's doing. Oh, yeah, he's just responding to my text. What's a good wheel size for someone who's just getting back into skating? If you're just getting back, I recommend the same thing for everyone, dude. 54 millimeter X formula, because it slides, but it's also like kind of soft. So like the vibration in your feet's gonna be like less annoying. If you live on like not the West Coast, rough ground's gonna be more tolerable. Or if you want to go like X formula or Dragon formula 97s or 95s, it's even softer. I know Paul Rodriguez's Bones wheel I think is a 93 or 95. And then Dragons get even like softer and softer. I think those are the best wheels, and I think 54 is a really good medium. I have not seen the oval video. Where's that at? I was surprised to find an issue of Thrasher in the Wild recently while grocery shopping. Figured they gave up on print and went digital. Yeah, they're still doing the mag. I don't know why. No one. I like magazines, and whenever I'm in a skate shop, I love flipping through them. But like, I don't know anyone who's buying them. You know. The poop formula. Poop formula is pretty sick, dude. Did you see Austin Hillman's pro part? Is that recent? Let me see. I think they're like one of the more neat things about like me living in California now for like it's been about 8 years since I moved out here from the East Coast is how many people I know that are like having parts on Thrasher all the time. Where like I'll flip through like Thrasher and it's like I know like 60, like I personally know like 60% of the people in the magazine. It's pretty neat. It's like I never made it in the skateboarding industry, but because you're here, you just become friends with just like a lot of random people. Because skateboarding is kind of a small community. I'm thinking the technique thing. Just to see some Devin, you know? Shout out some Devin. I'll try to pay more attention to the chat whilst watching the video. Let's, wait. Look at that. This feels very 2010. What a terrifying looking rail. Is that the one that, yeah, that's the one that whatchamacallit Kirker grinded, right? Heel flip to fakie, pretty rare. Hey, the zero grip tape and a trick that I do a lot. This guy, dude. I don't know how old this guy is, but he skates a fucking lot. He was at, what park was that? We were at Garvanza, and he non-stop skated the entire time. It was pretty fucking crazy. I hate that gap. It is the most boring looking gap in the skateboarding world. All right. Street Euro gap. Victor rides for it? When did that happen? Hey, that was on Instagram. Like, as a post. You can't do that. That was sick. I want to skate this spot. Victor Brooks is very, very, very good at skateboarding. I don't know if he's ever really put out the part to show people how good he is, but I've skated with him at parks and he's fucking crazy good. That was a unique way to skate that. The GOAT. It's my boy right here, dude. After absolutely demolishing his hip. He like shattered his hip skating a bumper rail. Look at that spot. Alright. This kid's cool too. I met him at Tampa. We skated a street spot together not that long ago. I wonder if that trick's going to be in here. I don't know if he landed it that day. It was actually a big flip that he was trying. Alright. This looks like a spot that's not in America. That dude was at Tampa too. Alright. That rail looks scary to try for the lip. You see how thin it is? You can get your wheel stuck under it if you ever rotate. Oh, thank you. Alright. Yeah, Devin does rule. Spitfire, big heads. Yeah, Devin's one of my favorites to watch too. Let's see. Give Dan a like. Someone said, nah. What is this? Engage with your audience? What happens if I click this? I'm afraid to click this button. Start community goals for super chats? What? Goal amount. Hold on. This seems crazy. It's saying that I can set a goal for you guys to give me money, and then you have a time limit to do it. And then I share how I'll celebrate. I'll start my day, dude. Okay, and then what are we looking for? How many super chats? Okay, we're looking for... I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but maybe you will in a second. Hold on. I want 50 super chats of all the colors. Wait, no, I'll change this to... Did I spell that wrong? Probably. Whatever. I can't spell. We'll add that there. Okay, here we go, dude. You guys got work to do? What does it show up? I don't even know if you can see what I just did, but it's saying... This is kind of crazy. Like, super chats are, when the audience wants to send money because they're hyped on something or whatever, they do it. This is me clicking something to tell you how much to give me, and you have 30 minutes to do it. And if you don't, nothing will happen. Oh, I wonder if this is one of those things where if it doesn't reach the goal... No, that wouldn't work like that. Never mind. Do we have any plans to come to Ireland? What's in Ireland? I don't know much about... if I went to Ireland, I don't know if I would bring my board. I think I just, want to see Ireland. Wait, let's see what this is. No. Let's see. 50, and you'll release the PAL tier. Oh, yeah, I will. I don't know if I can. Oh, I will. If we reach that goal of 50, I'll release the PAL tier list. It's gonna hurt feelings, but I'll release it. If you don't know, Derek and me, I think it was on the drive to... No, when did we do it? We were on a long drive somewhere, and we created the Pal Peralta team tier list, and legitimately thought hard about it. And yeah, there's some talk about it in some of my past videos. That's why he asked about it. Mostly with Christopher Hyatt being like, I don't care about your tier list, but where am I on it? What are my dream skate tourism destinations? I haven't been out of the United States yet. So if I'm being honest, it's a lot of specific spots, but I mean, the obvious would be those crazy spots in China, Barcelona, All stuff within reason that I could do. You know, I finally have the free time and ability to do some traveling, but I haven't yet. So maybe when I can skate again, I'll get to it. Drive, yeah, I think it might have been the drive to YMCA was when we did it. Chris was not happy. Yeah, he was not happy, dude. Is Derek on, pal? Yeah, he's fully on. 50. This guy. Well, that's the highest one that I could pick. 50's the highest one that I could pick. I wonder what get to editing tomorrow's video. I don't know what other stuff I can do on here. Let me see. Engage with your audience. What are the other engagements? I could start a poll. I could start Q&A. I'm conflicted if I want to hear it for the team's sake. Yeah, you're not wrong. Some feelings will probably be hurt. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We also have the top 10 skater list of all time that Derek and me made it. That one I'm probably going to put out eventually anyways. Derek and me made it, and we ran it past a couple people. Like, we showed it to Raj, and I definitely told some skate legends it, and they seem to be pretty well in agreement with, like, a lot of people get upset where we put Tony Hawk. But outside of that, I think we're pretty good to go. People are also upset of, like, there's quite a few skaters who just, like, aren't on the list. Far bottom of the list, dude. Yo, 50 super chats and I'll get back to work. Yeah. If you send me, let's say 50 super chats, how much money would that be? Like, if you guys send me hundreds of dollars, I will do what I'm already going to fucking do anyways. I'm going to actually I don't know if I can delete it. Ignore it. Tony Hawk isn't in my top 10. Yeah, so that's the thing, though, is it's not our top 10. Tony Hawk's not in my top 100. But it's like the skaters who we think were that much better than every other skater at a point in time. So it's ranked like how, like if skateboarding had ELO scores, which if you know what that is, who would be like the Magnus Carlsen of skateboarding, you know? Wait. Dan's opening is a bong cloud. Yo, chill, dude. Can you imagine? I feel like I watched something on the bong cloud and that it's like not the worst opening. Like that it drops your it's definitely not in your advantage, but it's not like this crazy terrible. It's not as bad as it looks, I should say. You're basically giving the other person 4 moves of development, and then you're in not the worst position. I've never really cared for vert. Yeah, I've never really been a big on vert either. It's aight. But I was honestly Stack. Zach's probably my favorite skater, and haven't had a favorite since I was a kid. That's sick, dude. Zach's been battling a trick for his video part for... Dude, my hair growing is fucking annoying the shit out of me. I don't know how many times he's gone back for this thing. Like 6 times, and he's spending like hours on it every single time. The trick's pretty crazy. And I know that he did the same thing for another trick, and he ended up getting it. I think he only went to that one like 4 times, though. Heath Kirchart, I think, is on the list. We had some debate about it, though, but I was pretty adamant about Heath Kirchart being on the list. I just want to see John's part. I just want to see John's part, too. He's in a little bit of a dry spell for his part right now. He keeps coming crazy close to these, like, really incredible tricks and then doesn't get it. No vert Dan era? I mean, hopefully I still got enough years left in me to put a vert era out there. I don't know. We'll see. Do you watch the game that Magnus wasted like 6 moves to switch the king and the queen? Yeah, that's the bong opening. Gons is not on our list, and people are pissed about it. Vert feels like a different sport. Crazy when you see little kids that can fully shred half pipe but can't ollie. Yeah, but I bet you they feel the same way about street skating. Like, oh, you can... Paul Rodriguez is a great example. Paul Rodriguez, like, the knack, you know what I mean? He's one of the largest career in skateboarding who's never won SOTY, and he can, like, barely axle stall, so... I mean, he can axle stall. He's getting better at transition, I'm sure, but he can't like skate a mini ramp good, you know. Dale, Dan, and Corey are legit brothers. I wish. I wish I was in the Keen Empire by blood. Rodney Mullen's definitely on the list. Shoelace John Bradford is the man. Is Spanky skating considered street or vert? Yeah, it's a lot of slappies, dude. It's definitely a lot of slappies. Let's see. Vert, yeah, vert is for rich kids. I mean, honestly, pro skateboarding career is for rich kids. You would be very surprised by the amount of pro skaters that come from money. YouTubers too. A lot of YouTubers come from money. Because you need to have the free time to get good at skating. You know what I mean? Like, you can't work full-time jobs and, you know, risk losing your job by putting your body on the line every single day and be like, you know, a sane person. You know, that really etches out a ton of people. But these people who have the safety nets of their parents' money, they get to skate a lot more. And that's not a diss at them. It's just reality. Like, shout out them. I think that's like, people, like, I remember, you know, people would always like make fun of people that I knew for like living at home for too long. And it's just like, dude, if you can live at home, run that up. Save your money. Is Cost on the list? Yeah. Would I make a trip up to Vancouver and skate with Ben? Yeah, we've talked about it. I definitely want to do that. Specifically that one skate park that he goes to sometimes that has that really long ledge. Most athletic and entertainment careers are Nepo these days. Yeah, I could see, I wouldn't say most, but definitely some family gets you into the, maybe not the skate industry as much as actors and stuff like that. I personally, a hot take, I don't think that actors and actresses are that hard of a job. Like, I think you either have it or you don't, for sure. Like, you have like a tendency to it, but if you have it, I think it's pretty mellow. I think they are extremely overpaid. Book recommendations, I would say, depending what you're into, like, if you're looking for a very unique book reading experience, The People of Paper is my favorite book. If you don't have a lot of time and you want to read something short, like under 200 pages, I would say The Mysterious Stranger is a short story by Mark Twain that is... It was my favorite book. It's definitely my favorite short story. I mean, short story. It's not like, you know, only a couple pages, but it's a short story. Or if you're looking for something a little bit more like influential and classic, Blood Meridian, which is the same guy who wrote No Country for Old Men and stuff like that. Very good book. You would be very surprised on how many times someone can describe the desert and it feel exciting each time. Like, that book takes place just barren wasteland, and the whole time it's just stuffed to the brim with details. Tell John to wear eyeliner and dress emo so Pal turns him pro already. Hello, DeVille. I'm live right now. What's up? Yeah. You anything personal you want to tell me? Yeah. Yeah, well, if we're gonna talk shit on the team, right now we can start with John Bradford. Yeah, John Bradford. Okay, let me inform chat. John Bradford was supposed to show up today on the pole jam session and just didn't. What would he have even done on that pole jam? It's too small for him. Yeah, he probably does some crazy. Did Dylan do his trick? Well, they can't hear you. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. Did he do it? What did he do? Okay. No. Nah, I don't think that's good enough for the video. That's cool though. He should have done kickflip out. Oh, he did it like, is that how he did it? Oh, that's savable. That's enabling, dude. You can't let them enable him. That's crazy. Uh, did anything else go down today? Oh, Lalo came out today? Sick. I hope everyone's enjoying this phone call. No, you're good. Was there anything else that you were calling? Were you calling about something specific that I got to call you back for? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is dumb. No, yeah, that's hurting. All right, well, I'll see you when, Saturday? No, I'll be gone. I won't see you until I get back from Woodward. All right, later. What was the trick? They went to a spot and someone did a trick that is sick, but it's already been one-upped. And yeah. It's like one of those things where like the skater that did it doesn't skate those kind of things, and he got like a good clip on it, but it's the footage has already come out that it's been one up, so it's like, throw me that hand symbol. Which hand symbol? You know the one. Oh, are we talking about the Illuminati ones? It's like this. Yeah, I'm a Nepo, baby. My dad was Jake Phillips' cousin. Tell DeVille I'm still waiting for the Kenny Game of Skate for his design by. Do they have that deal where like if Kenny beats DeVille in a game of skate, he gets a design by? Guys, you only have 15 minutes and 48 seconds to send me like an insane amount of money. Just so you know. You know, Daniel. That's it. This is oh, that is DDP. That is a diamond cut. No, because you have to go like this for DDP. It's this. It's one or the other. Or maybe no, it's over the eye. I think that's what it is because it's the all-seeing eye. I know, dude. I'm all up in the Illuminati. I got spots 2.5 hours from Woodward. I got spots 2.5 hours from Woodward. Huh? I'm just finger ready. Let's see what else we got out here, dude. I want to watch something good, like something real spicy. Did anything like, really relevant come out recently? Chris Jocelyn's Sodi. Should we watch that? Should we talk about? I didn't watch this. People told me it was good. I usually don't care for the Sodi trip videos. Three layers of what? Deluxe. It's not quite a flight deck. That's the Florida kid who jumps the big shit, right? Supported by G-Shock is crazy. Everyone knows we're, I hated that. I fucking hated that. We're, what's Andy's watch sponsor? Swiss? We're Swiss people. Dude, Chris Jocelyn wants to be as strong as me so bad. Can't lift what I lift, dude. John D-Lo. What decides like who goes on these trips? Is this like Jocelyn's pick? Chris Jocelyn also wants to be bald like me. His receding hairline could never go as far back as mine. Swatch, yeah, Swatch, thank you. Sheckler's still hucking, dude. But Sheckler's a pup. I'm a year older than Sheckler. He's basically a child. Best skater in the world right now, Jamie Foy, in my opinion. Ooh, that was sick. One of the McClungs. You know, it was probably in my early 20s that I really sat down and learned the difference between all the theirs and yours and, you know, all of those type of words. And I feel like it's about due time that I do the same thing with McClungs, where I can actually tell them apart. Who's this dude? Who's he ride for? Was that a crooked board? Show me your graphic. Damn. Okay, I swear this has nothing to do with race, but he has this a very similar like style and like body movement as Daniel Shimizu, who has one of my favorite styles of all time. There's a big ass fish on side of what? Laser. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the board. Have you been to one of the PSL games? No, I got invited to go to a couple of them, and I don't care about it. And that's not to say, like, I discourage other people from watching it or enjoying it. I just personally, it doesn't do anything for me. It's not fun. I would much rather every skate contest stop trying to dial down skateboarding and to quantify tricks for certain points, because there's so much bias in it, especially, like, if a trick's hard for you and you're one of the judges, you're going to score it higher. I would much rather see the Dime Glory style type contests become more mainstream. One, I think it's going to do better for skateboarding because it's interesting for a non-skateboarder to watch some of the top skaters jump through a ring of fire than it would be to watch this very meticulous, kind of boring cookie cutter skate park rail trick that they can't personally tell the difference between a kickflip and a heel flip, you know? I think it's going to be better for getting more people interested in skateboarding. Like, I think it's what Braille was kind of doing for skateboarding, was they were doing all these, you know, really exciting things for non-skaters to see, like skating skateboards made out of banana peels, whatever the hell they did. Now imagine, like, the best skaters in the world are actually competing for real money, doing something that I would argue is just as exciting. I would like that. That's my personal take on where I think skateboard contests should go. And the Olympics doesn't help or hurt skateboarding. I think the Olympics is a waste of energy. Like, it is cool that there's some skateboarders that get to be like, you know, if that's something that they wanted to do, it's like, hey, I got to be in the Olympics. Like, that's sick, but like financially it doesn't seem like that great of a thing. I know America doesn't give like our riders that much money. They just mostly cover the travel. I know other countries do pay their skaters for their country, but yeah, I understand why people thought the Olympics was a good idea. I also understand why people thought it was gonna be a bad idea, and I think it just ended up being like a nothing. I don't think it really helped too much. I don't think it hurt too much. Why is Church Chicken? Is that another sponsor of this? That ground looks like the run up's so good, but that landing looks awful. What is this, Costa Rica? Yeah, dude. The way his elbows move. It's just Daniel Shimizu. That was cool. What a spot. What a spot. Imagine doing no slide on the ledge and scooping it up to like backflip on the rail. Yeah, skateboarding did kind of have its own Olympics. I mean, the X Games was initially that, but, you know, now that's owned by a crypto company and a gambling company, so we'll see which direction that goes in. It's my understanding that, like, they do it because they want people to, like, gamble on the skaters, but then, like, you can't bet on kids, like, under the age of 18, so it's like, Jin Woo's going to be winning a bunch of those, so I guess you can't bet on the winner? I don't know. You can only bet on, like, second place? That was crazy. Yeah, dude, Sheckler's still getting it. I think Sheckler's got another part left in him. Like another, like, part. Sure. Still the same. Oh, here's the clip. He did it really good, but I don't think he'd save it for the video. What are we doing here? Is Manny doing tricks in this? Or are they gonna go to a 9-stair rail for him to do bizarre flip tricks into bizarre grinds? Betting on local little leagues would be nuts. Yeah, that would be nuts. Or like the ground contests. Betting on how many times my boy gets said in a Manny Santiago video. Was he in this video earlier? Did they just fly out like random people for different parts of the trip or what? That rail was terrifying. Look at that bear trap halfway through. Backflip sick. Ooh, get fucked. When you miss that trick, you shoot over the rail for sure. Dude, yeah. These are great trick selections for that rail. All those were really scary. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, thank you. Why is it doing that? Where? 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 What happened? Is my... Where? And that's why they are pro. Private equity has entered the mainstream lexicon. They just made cleaning sauce clean and cookie cutter. Skin just doesn't feel as authentic with zero grit. I mean, it doesn't even need to be like the grit as much as like... I think they're making it too serious. Like, skateboarding is a fucking toy. It's the best toy. It's a toy that's so good you play with it into adulthood. But it's like... I don't know, dude. I think they're just doing too much. There we go. Just finish the video, I guess. Where to go? Like, there's a lot easier ways to show how exciting skateboarding is that doesn't involve, you know, trying to quantify different tricks. Okay, where were we? We were probably like here, right? Is this video super long or something? I don't remember seeing this. Oh, this video is long. This is like a video. Yeah, there's that. Damn, laser biting my shit too. Oh, I gotta go pick up my medicine. If I don't receive the 50, they already expire. If I don't receive the 50 things, I'm not gonna take my medicine, and I'm gonna be very unhealthy. Where is... There we go. Switch hard float. Is Manny gonna skate in this? All right. See how the filmer like jerked the camera like that and it still stayed smooth? That's that pro filming shit. So what is this, like technically like a quadruple two-stair? He always did that down the Santa Monica triple set when we were there. Damn. That was a really good line. Very, very, very impressive. John D. Lowe is very, very good at skating. Damn, Dan sounding like my ex. What would your ex sound like? Your ex sounds sick. The board chipped up pretty quick. Did the layers delaminate? Maybe you got a whatchamacallit. I mean, any board's gonna chip if you hit it hard enough on the nose, but I haven't had any chipping problems with my board. But it could be different ways that we skate. If you're jumping downstairs a lot and you're kicking straight down at the nose, definitely can cause any board to chip. But the new flight decks are definitely more resistant to chips than wooden boards, that's for sure. So maybe you got like a defect? I don't know. Whoa. Okay, it looked like he like rode through the kink at first. Damn, I haven't had any drinks on this trip. Got Rockstar, Monster, and Red Bull. How's the Hyatt mini? Oh, his mini board. It's more like a normal skateboard than his regular one. That's for sure. Like the way that it's built out and has a little bit bigger of a nose, it would probably have less of a learning curve. I feel like his mini board is for people who want to have like a kind of a shape board, but it kind of skate mostly like a normal board. I got a blem of your board as a backup. The graphic is backwards, and I'm here for it. The graphic's backwards? Wait, what? Like my name is backwards? I would not skate that. I would sell that. If you got a backwards printed graphic, is that even possible? That looks scary as hell. Imagine clipping your feet. Yeah, fuck. Skating over chains and ropes and stuff like that, you die if you miss. That is like the ultimate low reward, a high risk type obstacle. It was basically to switch ollied off a loading dock that with a rope that could have killed him. Like, would it be hard to do? Not particularly. Is it crazy risky and if something goes wrong, you're fucked? Absolutely. I'm glad he didn't do a flat ground tray flip back, big spinner frontside flip. That's what everyone does after a trick. Like when they switch it up, dude. I wonder if that's what my blem is. I got one too, and I can't find anything wrong with it. I didn't even know that we had blems of my board. I know that Chris has his, where you can like buy his specifically for cheaper if they have like some sort of error on it or something like that. Dan, I do love your videos and I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I'm having a great time making them, that's for sure. I always mean to do this more, just like get on live and chat with people, but see. But what the fuck are we doing? We're just streaming, dude. We're just streaming. I didn't put a video out today because I had a Lyme flare up over the past couple days, and I just didn't edit a video, so I figured I'd just like come watch some skate videos and chat with people. Look at this fucking thing. What a crazy spot. This is like a full-blown video, dude. Yeah, I knew. I was like, someone's got a backside 360 this gap. Okay. Sure. Dang, he's kind of cut, dude. Look at them triceps. Sheckler's still just going for it, dude. I have a lot of respect for skaters who, like Sheckler, have made a lot of money skateboarding and continue to try to really push themselves, even though they don't technically need to. It's like the same reason I don't really give people like Justin Bieber or Lil Wayne any shit for skating, because I'm like, they have the amount of like money and resources to do whatever they want, and they still choose to like ride a skateboard. So if anyone's a real skateboarder, I would argue it's them. Say what you want about how the industry gives them pro amount of boards and stuff like that. That's, you know, a whole different discussion. But do you think he planned to do the back 180 out? Or do you think he was just like, you know what? This is a long mellow rail. I got my shoulders right. Let's just scoop it. God, I hate lookbacks. All right. Well, I'm going to try to edit out the part where there's music in the video, so this video doesn't get demonetized, but no promises. I'll see what I can do. Let me see. Oh, wait, I think I can just naturally... I'm almost positive there's something I can do that'll just do that for me. Justin Bieber has a pro board. I don't think he has a pro board, but Lil Wayne does. Red Bull loves weird sports. Yeah, Red Bull just... The idea of anything that they can put their logo on that's, you know, quote-unquote extreme just fits their marketing strategy, I guess. 40-year-old and just started skating and watching, as far as I've seen. Dan never skated. Yeah, I've never skated. It's true, dude. I'd pay for private Dan lessons. He always has people doing stuff. A lot of my getting people to do stuff, though, is like seeing what they can already do and then just kind of like nudging them in the right direction. I did used to do skate lessons for How Much Skate Academy, but now I do this. Like, I would do skate lessons when I worked for Keen Ramps. I would build ramps on the weekdays, and on the weekends I would do lessons. And then before that, I was... What was my job before that out here? Before that, I was delivering pizzas out here, and then I flew out to New York to do lessons for How Much Skate Academy for like 2 months or a month or something like that. And then before that, I lived on the East Coast, and I just worked construction. I did road work, blacktop and concrete and flagging and all that fun stuff. Dan rips dumbass. It's true. I am a dumbass. I know that's not how you meant it. Who makes Lil Wayne boards? I'm pretty sure he had a... I think he had a... Because he had a super shoe. I don't know who he was getting boards from, but I know he had a board. I want to say it was... I want to say it was Ammo Skateboards, but I know it wasn't. But for some reason, I think it's like in that world. Dan never skates. Dude, I used to skate so much. Stop. You're hurting my feelings, dude. I'm just hurt. Give me till December. If you want to watch deep cuts, I have 23 video parts, and I think 19 of them are on YouTube. Like, and when I say video parts, I mean like actual video parts. I don't mean like the edits that I put on my YouTube where it's like basically like a best of YouTube thing, or like when I've filmed like video parts in a day. In fact, I don't think I have any of my own video parts on my channel, with the exception of that little GoPro thing that I put out, which was like filmed in 2 weeks, and it was like in between filming YouTube videos every day in New York. Dan can't even ollie. All right, that one might be true, dude. Dan needs to drink more Red Bull. I need to drink less Red Bull. I'm not going to lie. I do drink Red Bull sometimes. Like this morning I had coffee, but when I'm in a hurry, I'll grab a sugar-free Red Bull. Lil Wayne was thank you. Yeah, thank you, skateboards. That's what it was. How do we feel about Jocelyn's slappy comments? I agree. What's funny about that is people were like, he's talking about Dan in that clip, but he wasn't, because I'm not pro. He knows that I wasn't pro. Ironically, before he went and did that interview, I skated with him at Mayberry, and we had a conversation about like what I'm doing with my skateboarding and stuff like that. And he was very, very positive about my skateboarding. I'll put it like that. I'm not gonna glaze myself via Jocelyn quotes, but no, I think he is specifically talking about people who are making it on some of the trendier brands with a lot of roll-on grinds and slappy stuff and wally stuff. I'm not a professional skateboarder. I consider myself more of an ambassador for Pal Peralta. Like that is my role, even though I have a designed by Skateboard, which is just a team board that I designed. And I'm listed on the team, so like in a sense I am on the team, but like I think it's like a different role, you know. Like when I initially got on Pal Peralta and I was trying, and I like put out that video part, I forget where it went, the barracks I think, and I was skating really hard. That's when I was like, you know, I was amped for the team, I was doing stuff. But since I started this channel, dude, it's like I get to just, I never feel pressure that I have to go do something like on a skateboard if I don't want to. It's pretty great. It's more fun to like shine the spotlight on other people and then like skate on my own. First time catching you live. Keep killing it. Good luck on recovery. Skate or die. Hey, thanks, man. Recovery is slowly but surely going. I think within like maybe a week or two, I won't have a limp, which I'm pretty excited about, because this limp is making my knee hurt a lot worse. Love you, bro. Wish you could meet you on the team. I'm sure you can. If you're ever out west, you could definitely run into us. Dan, your board is second under the pro section series, not the design by section at Skate 1. I understand that. I understand that. They were trying to make it a pro model. I said no. What did you pull in last year between YouTube and Pal Peralta? Like, how much money did I make? It's hard to say because I pay people. I'd have to, and I don't 1099 anyone, so whenever I do features on my videos, I give that skater 20% of what the video makes. I give the filmer 20% of what the video makes. Sometimes I will randomly, let's just say, like, give bonuses to people. But take home, I don't know. Like, I'm not even like afraid to say like a number. I just don't know exactly what it would be. Probably like my take home was like 70 or 80, something like that. Like that I got to, and then, well, after taxes would be less than that. I don't know. Something like that. This year it would be more though, because I filmed all of my videos this year because I'm not skating myself. So this year it'll be, I have no idea, $6 million. This year, depending on, you know, how many super thanks you guys send, even though the time's up, which is just crazy that you just let the time run out like that. You know, I could be upper middle class, dude. Who knows? Yeah, Dan brought home enough to pay my rent. No, more than that. I definitely, I'm comfortable. Like, I can pay my rent, and I have the ability to pay my friends. And doing the YouTube thing, like, even when I work construction, and I was like, you know, I was there for 4 years. I worked my way up in the company. I was never more than like 2 paychecks out of being in trouble. Like if I missed 2 paychecks, I'd be fucking bummed. And right now, I can miss some time and be okay. I would say it's very much. I would say that I am comfortably middle class for doing this, which is like what? And like, I have my own apartment. I live by myself. It's a 1 bedroom. It's nice. I don't have to like freak out about the bill when I go out to dinner. How did Garrett Jenner get so rich? I mean, he didn't start off not rich. I think he has some money backing him and his family. And then aside from that, I think if you remove that, he still would do really well. And I don't know if he would be rich, but probably not far off, because when he was doing YouTube, his videos were getting crazy views. He was in like the prime of YouTube. Like when skateboarding YouTube, their videos were getting like 100,000 views every day. Absolutely murdering it. And his audience is wider than skateboarding. So like my audience is very like niche down to mostly people who like actually skate or used to skate and really care about like skateboarding itself. Him and like, Braille and John Hill and Andy Schrock, that whole world of skateboarding would market skateboarding to non-skateboarders. So like really extravagant thumbnails and titles and trying to do stuff a little bit more exciting than just like skating with your friends, like is what I do. So that explains a lot of it. Also, he did a lot of big brand deals. Garrett was popping off for a minute. So I think people look at his property that he has and they're like, dude, he got his own place and he's got this long flat bar and he's doing all these fabrications. I think a lot of that money probably comes from brand deals, family, and making smart investments. I've had conversations with him. He's actually really good at making money too, actually. He's definitely made some good investments. I know he did this thing with Snapchat where he got like a crazy amount of money. I'm not going to say it because it's not my place to say it, but he did a deal with Snapchat where they're like, hey, do this. And it was like basically nothing. And he got it, and he got a fat check, like a crazy fat check, right when Snapchat was trying to like make a comeback. So yeah, he knows what he's doing. Let's see. Did Gershon inspire your quick feet tricks? Quick feet stuff was inspired by my lack of ability to do handrails, big stuff anymore. So if you go far enough back, like in like the earlier 2000s to like 2008, I was definitely jumping on a lot of handrails and jumping downstairs. I would consider myself like a bit of a hucker back then. But then I got hurt kind of bad a couple times and just got kind of scared. And then I was like, oh, well, I can do some tech tricks. And if I do them like quick feet it, it looks more exciting. And it was just fun to do. And I just kind of ran with it. I probably learned that, you go to the skate park and you play games with your friends where it's like, oh, do a trick on the box, then trick off the box. And I think I just like naturally was good at it. So I just kind of ran with it. Skateboarding got real boring for a while, but it's picking up. Yeah, I agree. I think skateboarding's hopefully going in a good spot. Skating got real boring for. I feel that. Pretty sure Garrett's girl is also a real estate agent. Yeah, it's I'm not saying that he was gifted it by his family or anything like that. I'm saying he probably had really good advice from his family, and yeah, he's crushing it, dude. Garrett's murdering it. It seems like he built the life that he wanted. Where's the skater girl from living in your car these days? Oh, when I was living in my van, she's still skating, living her life, doing her thing. She just threw a contest. Your skateboarding is very creative, inspiring names, and all about your video parts. Hey, thanks, Paradox. Dude, Paradox Unlocked, dude. The most locked in skateboard content consumer ever, dude. I see you everywhere, and I love it. Thanks for the super thanks. It's just, what's your name? How do I click this? It just says @. But I'm gonna heart it and like it. Look at that, dude. We got $4 fucking. Are you kidding me, dude? That's gonna be my sugar-free Red Bull. Actually, this is something that nobody cares about, but I'm gonna tell you about it anyway. Some So I have been trying to, like, because when I wasn't skating, I started gaining a bunch of weight. I got up to 193 or 194. Uh, yeah, dude, because, like, classic diet of a skater. And I was going to the gym and I was getting a lot stronger, but I was like gaining serious weight. And if you ever want to lose weight and you are a heavy soda drinker, brother, do you have such a head start on everyone else? Because you can just eliminate liquid calories by doing sugar-free soda. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, sugar-free, cancer, blah, blah, blah. Dude, just look into it. It's not the case. The biggest deterrent for sugar-free drinks for me was like the aftertaste. If you run like Coke Zero or Cherry Coke Zero or whatever, because those are the two best flavors I think that are the least noticeable, for like a week or two without drinking regular soda, it just tastes like normal soda. Like at 100%, accidental bulk. It 100% just tastes like normal soda to me, and it's like, dude, it saves me so many calories. Biggest dude, I was drinking crazy soda, dude. If you can, you don't even have to make yourself get used to it. Like literally, just go for a week or two drinking sugar-free soda, and it is immediately started losing weight. I'm down to 183 right now. I've lost 10 pounds. Mini Cokes are just right. Oh yeah, Mini Coke would probably don't drink your calories is like the greatest advice. How tall are you for being 190? Dude, I was just about to say 190 again. I'm 5'6". Coke Zeros causes swelling of the fat cells. So, no. You can go look at the studies. The studies that have shown any correlation are specifically linked to the type of, okay, how can I explain this? I kind of just want to like send a link. I did so much research on this. And when I say research, I mean like just like looking up the actual studies that happened and the way that they were done, and the linking to diet sodas and actual like health problems, basically non-existent. The problem is the kind of people who drink diet sodas and sugar-free sodas have more unhealthy lifestyles, and so they're more susceptible to a lot of things. But when they do controlled studies of people who are already healthy and then that they're drinking diet soda versus people who are drinking regular soda, or versus people who are just drinking water, the difference between the water and the diet soda is very, very small, and the people who drink the diet soda are actually less likely to crave more sweets because they have that treat. You know what I mean? Dan 6 foot. Yeah, 6'7". You already know. The best skaters are never buff. Facts. Well, I would argue, because people think that Jamie Foy is just thick. No, Jamie Foy's kind of jacked. And I would argue that he's one of the best skaters. I would say that Nigel's not in bad shape at all. He's just tall. He's like kind of lanky, so it doesn't really show. How far along into PT till you can get past Dale's guard again? Brother, I don't think there was ever a point in time in my life where I wasn't all up in Dale's guard. Fresh out of surgery, still groggy, I'd be past his guard. Gatorade has crazy hidden sugar. Yeah, Gatorade, for sure, high sugar. So, okay, for people who don't know, this is going to be some information that no one cares about. The reason that people count their calories is energy. And when your body doesn't use calories, it just stores it. And it'll store it as one thing, and after a little bit, it becomes fat. And, yeah, so if you're not, like, I was eating crazy, terrible, like, insanely high-calorie diet, but I was burning through it skating because I was skating, like, 5-6 hours a day. So it just never really, like, packed on. But when I continued to eat that way after, surgery, or after I couldn't skate when I hurt my ankle, it just started adding up real quick. And I didn't want to, because I like eating, so I didn't want to, like, eat less, so I just started eating more clean. I eat a lot of, like, lean food now. It's kind of a puzzle. It's just, like, figuring out what you can enjoy that is good for you. And you'd be surprised. There's a lot. If you're, people say that it'd be, like, really hard to do it if you're a vegan, but I would argue vegans tend to have a better ability to cook and to find flavors. So they can kind of run it up pretty good. And if you're not a vegan and you eat meat, pretty much most meat is pretty high in protein. Manic Maddie versus Yeah Right. Yeah Right. It's more my era. How long will Dale's cosplay fad last? This? This might be forever, dude. I think Dale will move on past the Dale look, and I will retain it. Does skateboarding burn a lot of calories? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, depending on how hard you skate. Vegans rise up. Dude, I have so many vegans in my life. I don't understand why people drink fizzy drinks. All you need is a nice cup of tea. I think it's the fizz that we like. It's just the way it washes it down. It just feels great. And if you don't like it, more power to you. You're lucky. Just stay in a calorie deficit. Yeah, I've been in a steady calorie deficit for 3 weeks now. Comment up above. Oh, let me find you. Let me find you, Daddy. What a great sentence that was. Derek Pats, get out of here, dude. Derek, of course, Derek shows up right when I start talking about fitness. Derek's like, shut up about fitness. Daddy, where are you at, Daddy? I need to stop saying that. Comment up above. Okay. I'm scrolling. Where's your comment? Is it way up above? Dude, I am so far up above, and I am not seeing it. Can I just click your name and then see other comments? Does that work? Leave your comment again. I'm sorry. I can't find it. Brother drinks seltzer. Dude, I hate seltzer. I need sweetness. I'm a sweet addict. Favorite 80s skater or top 3 favorite skaters? My top 3 favorite skaters is Dennis Busenitz, Mikey Anderson, and Justin Strubing. 80s skaters? I don't really know many 80s skaters, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. If you want to be able to do rail stands and freestyle stuff, what size would you say is best for my deck? I would go 8.5 because it's going to let you sit on rail more sturdy. It's better to have your truck slightly wider than your board slightly wider than your trucks for rail stands, in my opinion. Do you have a P.O. box? We can send you a hat. You can send it to... someone just sent a box to Keen Ramps the other day for me. You can send it to... Skate One. People have sent stuff to Skate One before. Dude, I literally just met Dennis Spoons the other day. Yeah, and I bet he was awesome. He's such a... They say never meet your heroes. I met him one time, and we were skating that wooden ledge spot in San Francisco, and he was just such a skate rat. Like, not even filming, but like skating as hard as he would be for filming for a clip. And I chatted with him for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, you are the best. 2 liters of water per sesh. Yeah, so I have a water bottle that tells me how much water I should have drank by that point in time in the day. If you want to be a good skater, don't be Dan Corrigan. It's true. But if you want to be a mediocre skater who is pretty good at slappies, check it out. What's Megan doing? Where's your hair? Shout out Megan Guy for body shaming. This sucks. I'm out. Derek, come back. No, Derek. Derek, please. Have you tried the Liquid Death Seltzer? They have one that's supposed to taste like Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper. Actually pretty good. Huh. Dan, do you agree that Nollie Willy Grind looks absolutely, completely so much better than a classic regular Willy Grind? Yeah. It shows more control. I think that one of the big reasons that people don't like Willy Grinds is just how lazy they look. But if you nollie into it, it's more of a trick. Mediocre is good enough for me. Yeah, same here, dude. Dan will crush you posers. Nah. Are you still coming to Woodward East? Hell yeah, dude. I get out there the 9th of I leave the 8th, so I leave in 6 days, and then we're out there till the 15th. I kind of like how having quarter board, I don't know, it feels good. I kind of like how having 1/4 inch less on board, I don't know if it's a good idea. Like, you want your trucks to be a little bit longer than your board, a little bit shorter. There's benefits to both. If your trucks are shorter than your board, it flips a little bit faster. If your trucks are wider than your board a little bit, then it's a little bit more sturdy. Why is this person's message keep getting retracted? What does this mean? I'm so confused. North Jersey is better than South Jersey. 1/4 inch less board from the truck width. Yeah, that's what I prefer. I like my truck being slightly longer than my board. It makes it a little bit easier for me to aim my crooked grinds too, because I can see where my wheel is. 7.5 trucks on 9 is crazy. I bet you could do a wheel well slide on that thing without having it like thin. Like, if you just slide on the space between your nut and the edge of your board, like the side of it, like a skim board style, that'd be crazy. Switch Andy, unprecedented. Does Andy not skate switch? Never seen him do it, LOL. So we talked about that the other day. Actually, Spencer and me were talking about it. So he can do the straight 8. I think the main reason you don't see him doing a lot of it in his video parts is because I think the way he does it isn't on a consistent level or like a control that he wants to put out there. But yeah, he can like switch 360 flip and stuff like that. He's been getting better at switch crooked grinds, and yeah, I imagine probably in his next part he's gonna have more switch stuff. Have I looked into hat wigs? I have looked into wigs because Spencer accidentally got one delivered to him, Spencer Newsy, and I asked him if I could have it. I want to put it on. But no, I don't mind being bald at all. Like, I do miss having hair, like, to like mess with, and I did like the way that I looked with hair, but nowhere near enough to like do anything about it. It's just sort of like, okay, well, that's done. And I don't think there's anything wrong if someone wants hair. Like, if I wanted it bad enough, I would just go run it up. Actually, I think it was Ariana tagged me in like a creator that they're on Instagram, and that's what they do is like really good toupee stuff. And I was like, oh, we should go do that for a video. So maybe that'll happen. Kickflip tutorial? Wait, what is this? Dan, have you ever looked into... Wait. Hold on. Derek says, fuck you guys, dude. Or are they making fun of you or something?
You got too lazy to upload a video today, so now you're just doing this boring live stream. Who gives a fuck where your hair went, dude? What are we even doing? Come on. Like, wasting your day away, dude. Go skate or something.
I can't. I was limed up, so I didn't upload.
Damn.
So, I'm sick, dude. What do you want me to do, dude?
I'm just disappointed, that's all.
This is what I can offer when I don't have a video, dude. I'm sorry. Should I just upload the video late? Is that what you want? It's 2 o'clock. No, I'm just gonna upload it tomorrow. Wait, someone just sent money. Hold on. Quiet, Derek. The people are speaking.
I'll let you get back to whatever.
No. Gotta head out, but keep doing your thing, dog. Hart, I might pull up to Woodward East. Yo, fuck Derek and his gambling addict problem. That dude sucks. Wish his tray flips were better. Clearly worse tray flips on the team. Brandon was right. I don't know how you heard that because that hasn't even been in a video yet.
You too, pussy. I don't like none of you.
How's...
Staying in New Jersey, man.
No, you're not, dude. How's New Jersey treating you?
I just moved everything into storage today.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, tell the people, dude.
But I'll see you Sunday, buddy.
Dude, how excited are you?
I'm pretty stoked. We're about to shred.
Dude, yeah, I'm super hyped. You talk to the audience, dude. No one cares about me. Save this chat, dude.
Yeah, I'll save the chat.
Thanks,
So, guys, Yeah, let's make this more interesting because Dan's talking about his hairline and shit.
I was gonna say, are you gonna talk about how you have hair? That's crazy.
All right.
All
I'm
right,
gonna
dude.
go pick up my acai bowl, so.
All right, bye. All right, bye, dude. Damn. More of my friends should just start FaceTiming me right now to get on this. Derek, shut up. Go get wrecked at Apex by the noobs, dude. Yeah, I don't think he's that sick at Apex, dude. If DeVille's beating him all the time, you know what I mean? Should Derek be gambling on his part in the next PAL video? I think so. If Derek ever gets aboard, it's definitely gonna be like fucking dice with like skulls on it and fucking playing cards. Like it's gonna be some sort of gambling skeleton dragon or something. Worst straight flip on the team is wild. That's because the only reason you haven't heard that yet. Actually, I don't even know if I filmed him say that. Brandon said that, which is super not. I was like, and I stayed real quiet because I was like, I'm sitting right here. Like I think I have objectively the worst straight flips on the team. Well, not worse than like the vert skaters and some of the people who don't do a lot of flip tricks, but I have a particularly not good 360 flip. The fact that I ever mustered to get one of those things down to 10s there is insane. Just a pure flick and pray. But yeah, he was like talking, and I was like, Derek has one of the better tray flips because he doesn't do the spread the leg shit. It's I don't know, it's like a classic East Coast tray flip, and they're really poppy. So, handsome Dan, well, thank you. Roulette wheels. You're not wrong. That's actually a good one. I recently thought about Dan Grinds. Slabby 50/50s is the new GM. Dude, they're so fun. Do you have a good laser? No, I have awful laser. My laser flips look like 270 varial heels that I have to pivot the last bit if I do it on flat ground. And then if I do it down something, like my feet will be like grossly far from the board. Like it does not look pretty. Fakey lasers I can do pretty good on quarter pipes and banks. And sort of down stuff. Like I fakey laser flip that little double set at Chevy Chase. But yeah, I'm not good at laser flips. My switch laser flips look very pressure flippy. My nollie laser flips roll on the ground. No one's got a pretty nollie laser flip though. So, does Derek have 90s straight flips? Yeah, he kind of does. When's the Dan beard coming out? I don't know. I just shaved it, dude. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, fakey laser is like, it's for whatever reason it's having some sort of renaissance right now. People are like running that trick. John stuck it down that big ass 4-block. This might be one of the longest streams I've ever done. It sucks that I demonetized it with that fucking music though. Dan learned primo slides? I should. I can do varial flips, I can do 360 shoves, but for the life of me I can't do tray flips. The problem is probably because you can do both of those tricks. A 360 flip is like your front foot, I know a million people have told you, it doesn't do anything. It does do something, but it's not your active flick. The act of your front foot getting off the board as you're scooping is what makes it flick. Like you don't feel like you're doing this as much as you're doing this, but that is catching the concave of your board. Focus more on getting the rotation of the 360 flip, more so than the flip of it, and then you got it. I keep thinking I'm ollieing high, and it's like 1 inch high. Yeah, the weird thing about ollieing higher is nothing to do with like how hard you jump. It has more to do with just technique. Just bring your legs up. What wheels would you recommend for strictly park setup? You can go harder. I would say 99X formula. Or if you don't like bones, then you can maybe the what are those Spitfire ones that everyone loves? The F something. Old dad. Daniel, our legend, carrying my skateboard content every day. Dude, I'm trying, dude. Not today. Today we're just fucking streaming. Sorry. Kickflip, I meant. It gets way in front of me. Hold on, let me see what you said earlier. That's what it is, because I almost fling it like a tray. Oh, I see what you say. I can big flip better than I can tray flip. I can, for a long time, I could big flip better than I can backstep flip. In fact, I probably still can, but I finally figured out backstep flips. Big flips are kind of a cozy scoop. They kind of suck up to your feet comfortably. I think it's one of the easier tricks to get down, like a longer gap. Are the vert lessons going to happen after you recover? Yeah, I want to learn how to skate vert with Kiko. Spitfire Formula 4s. Yeah, those. Dan is my new religion. Dude, false prophet, dude. False prophet. I have tray flip on the hip, but big flips always want to go bigger flip. Yeah, I think a big flip over a hip feels nothing like a big flip on flat ground. Just varial flip. Varial flip and try to aim the artist formerly known as your back truck at the top of the hip, and it's just going to whip you around. Can we get to some discounts on your new deck? I would love to have some discounts on my new deck. I don't know what they're doing with the blend boards or anything like that, but I want to do a wooden version. So we'll see. That's all, I can give my input, but that's kind of out of my hands. Christopher Hyatt is a dominant tray flip. Christopher Hyatt is a dominant tray flip blunt to fakie. Very raw style and consistency. I like the flight edition of his board. I think that, so we were talking about Christopher's tray flips too. I don't like the way his rotate on flat ground, but the way that he rotates his on transition is super pretty. Like it just shoots up real quick. The ones that he does on flat ground are like a little spready. The ones he does, like when he does it like tray flip blunt transfer over a spine, it looks so fucking sick. If you struggle with trays, really put your foot in the corner pocket with your toes pointed towards the nose. The pressure will do the work for you. That is a good foot positioning. I agree. And if you want your tray flips to go higher, though, you got to keep your foot. The closer you put your back foot towards the middle of the tail, the higher you can pop it, but the harder it's going to be to rotate it. Need the bigger version of your board ASAP? Yeah, it's got to come out. I gotta get on top of that, dude. Is Spencer ever getting a new graphic? I hope so. We just had a conversation about it. I think it has a lot to do with the support that Spencer's board gets. Like the more people that buy Spencer stuff, the more say he can have in what happens next. I think one of the big things about Spencer is for the past couple of years, a lot of his career has been in video parts, going on Thrasher and, that world. And that hasn't been in this sort of YouTube sphere that Pal Peralta is in a lot. So it's like half of the audience hasn't been as familiar with him. That's why we've been having him in my videos a lot more. He's already done the mainstream thing. Doing this other thing is going to definitely help his board sales. Lucas tray flip. Lucas has a good tray flip. I think Lucas's tray flip is who Brandon said had the best tray flip, but I said Landon. Oh, no, I said Edwards has the best tray flips on the team. Craig Edwards, to be more specific. That's crazy. Someone just asked for feet pics. That's crazy. Here, I'll try to. How can I cover up there? How can I? Someone. Oh no, it just went away. Oh, there we go. Someone asking for feet pics is crazy. No, you can't have feet pics. Derek has the best hard flip one. Actually, John has the best looking hard flip. Derek's the best at hard flips. Spencer inspired me to do more manual tricks. I love Spencer, dude. Zach has a really good tray flip out of banks and over hips and stuff like that. But when I think of like best tray flip, I'm kind of going like all around. And every tray flip that Craig Edwards does is immaculate. Flat ground, out of a ramp, on a quarter pipe, into something, down something. I don't skate, but I watch your videos. Thanks for the daily positive vibe delivery. You're welcome, man. I'm trying. My hard flips are the worst. Dude, I have a pretty gross hard flip. I think they mean boot picks. Is Pop Peralta going to make a collab with Etnies or Vans? I don't think so. What up, Karma? I want to see Zach and someone like Tom Asta skating session. Those two would murk a park. I tried to make that happen actually. When I was last out with Tom, I invited Zach to come out, but he had something to do. I don't remember. When Corrigan DeVille Board Company? It's now, dude. It's called Pal Peralta. What's going on with your Lyme disease? So I'm coming out of a flare up right now. That's why I've been kind of. That's why I missed today's video. That's why I'm streaming. But the flare up's so much less severe, and I think it has a lot to do with like me going to the gym a lot, eating cleaner, eating healthier, kind of tracking my macros and all that kind of nerdy stuff. So like, you know, before it lasts like a couple weeks, and now it's like 2 or 3 days that my Lyme disease flare up will happen. And they're happening way less often too. So fingers crossed that continues. Who's your favorite YouTube skater? Brad Cromer. As far as skater, as far as YouTube channel though, like my favorite channel that I watch on YouTube, I'd be lying if I said I watch a lot of YouTube skaters. I don't really watch any of them. I probably go with like Sean Enoch because he's I just watch him to keep up with him because he's my buddy. I think to me he's like a good time. Like he's very mellow and like it's not this crazy whatever. I like his speaking voice. Dan for team manager. I don't want that job, dude. Yeah, you know how hard it is to get these guys together for my sessions? You know how hard it was to get Woodward to happen? Because that wasn't Pal, that was me. I made the Woodward happen with the Pal team riders and orchestrated all that. That, dude, no. People, like, I've had management jobs before. It is the worst because dealing with people sucks. In that hierarchy of, like, you're trying to get them to do something for you. It's uncomfortable. And plus, they're all my friends. So it's just, yeah. But we got it done. I watched the most well-rounded video the other day. Would you not include Yoshi in there? I guess I never really saw him skate much transition. Yoshi's actually really good at transition. Yoshi's the kind of skater who could skate whatever he wanted. Yeah, Yoshi is really well-rounded. He can skate vert. I've seen him skate really big quarter pipes. I've seen him read Benzer doing like airs on the vert wall there. What can he not do? He's good at manuals. Yoshi's biggest weakness is switch skating. But I remember when he learned switch trays, the first thing he did was switch tray a 7 stair. Yeah, that boy has a lot of potential. Check out the Alpha 1 peptide for Lyme. I'll look into it. I've done a lot of research on peptide, and I have a lot of doubts in them because the vast majority of peptide research is done by the peptide creators themselves. And the reason that people aren't pushing it harder, I know a lot of people look at it as like, oh, they're trying to like oppress this great thing for people because, you know, the big companies aren't making money off of it. But the issue is like they are doing case studies outside of the companies that come up with these peptides, and they're showing maybe not the exact same results. There is still some hope that some of the peptides, like the main ones, are super beneficial. And I know a lot of it is like anecdotal or it's more like people's like personal experience, like hyping it up. Same thing with stem cell. But I'm personally the kind of person who's going to wait for more peer-reviewed studies to come out on that stuff before I put it in my body. But that's not to say that other people, you know, should fucking not try it if they feel comfortable doing it. It's just not something I'm going to mess around with. And I've done a good bit of looking into it, especially with my ankle injury. And was recommended quite a different few, let's say, peptides and stem cell therapy by my specialist that I've been going to see. Let's see. I didn't know Toby Ryan was a vert skater. Yeah, Toby Ryan used to get down on vert, dude. May as well just take real steroids. Dude, that would really fuck me up. Get on some trend, dude. Just get like gnarly back knee. You may as well take steroids. We all know that shit works. That shit does work. It just fucks, dude. The side effects seem insane. The mood swings alone is something that I wouldn't want to mess with because I already have like a panic disorder. Let's see. You ever sprain your ankle and get a weird bubble in the top of your foot? No. That sounds terrifying. You should get that looked at. Peptides are a scam. I don't know. What I've seen on it, there's so many people saying, you could argue that it's placebo effect. So many people that say that it helped them out so much. I'm just going to let the studies decide for me and not take a hard stance on peptides or stem cell. Stem cell, there has been more research done on outside of, people profiting off of it. And it seems like stem cell can help with knee injuries, less so with ankle injuries, the way that it interacts with your body. But no, but I sprained my wrist and have a bubble on top of my hand. These sound scary. Maybe it's like a pus pocket you need to get drained or something? Better living through chemistry drugs are good. I don't know. I think I misunderstand what that sentence means. I don't trust the people who push peptides. I think the best thing to do is not trust anyone who pushes anything. Like, I think I'm talking about like, hey, like my board does this, this, and this is what it's been for me. I think you should go to a skate shop and stand on it and see if it's something that you would like. Or anyone pushing any product. Like, check out a flight deck. If you have a friend who rides a flight deck, ride that first and see if that's something that you would be into, if you can. We got to push, trust where we, or be conscious of where we put our trust. But, if someone stands to profit off of it, think twice, right? Like, I try really hard not to do brand deals unless it's something I believe in. That's why I've only done one brand deal ever. And it was so I could learn more about chess. It was Skillshare. And then with Etnies, which I guess, let's argue that Etnies and PAL are brand deals for me, because they technically are. They're just products that I really like and I prefer. Grind King is like, they don't pay me. Like, I just really like their trucks. And I thought that they were the best trucks. I didn't make any money off of that. But even if I did, make sure that the person who you're getting information from has like a decent, clean track record with that. Like, make sure that they're actually using that product too. But yeah, by all means, if you can try the stuff without spending money, absolutely do it. No exception to me. I'm about to do my first brand deal in a very long time for a bike, for working out. And the deal that I have with them is send me the bike, and it is something that I really want. It's something that I need for here because like getting my cardio in with a hurt ankle is very difficult. But I was like, send it to me, and then if I like the product, I will do it. But if I don't like the product, then I'll mail that shit back. Not that was discussed. I'm not mailing back. I'm still keeping it, but I would if they asked me to. Horrible shin splints is a nightmare. R.I.P. to your shins. I know how much that sucks. But PAL is upfront American. Help hella skaters. Yeah, I mean, the people who run PAL, like the people like in-house, they are fucking skate nerds. They really give a shit about skateboarding. They do not care about being cool. Pal Peralta has never been like a marketed team as much as like they try to let their product speak for themselves. We've been running the same style graphic from the same artist since like day one, pretty much. VCJ does all that shit. So I think that speaks for itself. But once again, maybe you don't like the shape. Maybe you don't like the concave that we use, or but I do think that Pal Peralta, comparatively to most companies, especially for how big Pal Peralta is, has done a very good job staying out of the dirt. I got a pair of Etnies for $25 too. Yeah, using the promo code. That's sick. First trick you should try when you heal is slap your crook nollie flip out. I don't think I can do it, dude. If I did it on a flat bar, I could do it. Like, if I found a flat bar, that like a thin square one, I could do it on that if I did it popping over. But I cannot nollie flip out on crook grinds to save my life. I got shin splints in the army. Shit sucked for a long time. The army likes to run. I think my nerves are just fucking fried and I can't feel them anymore. Dude, that sucks. Bong water baptism. Be blessed. Thank you so much for the bong water baptism, my friend. I haven't smelled bong water in like 15 years and I'm pretty stoked about it. What's Phil been up to? Seems like I haven't seen him in a year or two. So Phil was I saw him in Florida of all places, for Swamp Fest. But Phil's been just doing his career thing, man. He like climbs towers and he's just working, kind of like locking into like the adulthood stuff. He still skates all the time, still puts out parts, but I don't think he's super focused on having a career in skateboarding as much as like he's just keeping it at the really fun thing that he does. But he's so good at it. What he puts out is like, you know, a solid tier. I would love an Andy flight deck, but here in the UK, they are like $200. That fucking sucks. Yeah, the prices go way up over there, huh? Do you guys have what are your local brands out there? Do you pay like much cheaper to support local? That makes sense, right? Like, could you get a company like Polar way cheaper out there? What up, OG Chopsticks? I haven't either, but I just remembered the smell. Yeah, I fucking hate that smell, dude. Yeah, flight decks are $230 in Canada. God damn, dude. Fucking tariffs. I wonder, does that affect that? I don't know if that affects that. I don't know how. I don't know where that scaling actually goes when it comes to like hard goods like skateboards. Heroin's a lot cheaper out here. Hell yeah, support heroin. Foss rules. Heroin skateboards, those guys are cool. The owner skates, the whole team skates. Obviously the team skates. I fuck with that. The UK generally sucks. We get ripped off everywhere. That sucks. Not Polar is expensive. Why is Polar expensive though? It's already out there. Andy's deck was $100 for me in the United States. Yeah, it's flight deck. So what I always say, because people ask me like, hey, are flight decks worth it? First of all, if you're the kind of person who breaks skateboards, then 100% yes. If you break skateboards, it's going to last you till the board wears out. They are more resistant to chipping too. But the big thing about them is they stay stiff for longer. So like a normal skateboard eventually gets soggy and you like lose a lot of the pop and like the middle will get like bendy. Flight decks don't do that. So as long as you don't have any like crazy shootout at a skate park and it stabs into like a metal corner or something like that, or your board lands upside down a million times on like the worst ground ever and just like destroys it, it's going to last you a super long time. So I would say if that's the case, they're 100% worth it to last 3 times longer than a normal board. I skate my boards for over a month. And if I skate wood boards, they last me about a week each. Danielson, champion, gifted, blessed Ollie. I wish I could Ollie right now, dude. Hey, Dan, my friend Fred said he used to skate with you in Baltimore. Fred who? Fred Grace? You should give Matt a new pair of shoes. I have gotten Matt new pairs of shoes, actually. I bought Matt shoes a couple times. I like being Matt's shoe sponsor. Do you know who created the Pal Peralta intro when the skeleton rips through the screen? I love that logo and video intro. I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, Polar's BBS. That's probably why. It's expensive out there. Yeah, that makes sense. It's getting shipped. Even though it's a brand out there, they're probably getting it made here and then shipped there. Dang, that sucks. They should get a warehouse out there. I had an almost impact deck 16 years ago. That shit was like 90 euros back then, which would be like 150. That's crazy. Fred Durst? Like, is that the same person who said that? Official skating fun. I wish it was Fred Durst though. Do you guys know Not My Chair on Instagram? If you guys know who Not My Chair is on Instagram, he's like friends with Fred Durst. Like they skate together. Fred Durst, the singer Limp Bizkit, like was a skater. Crazy. Do you think dating and skating works out? It can and it can't. I think it varies. People are very adamant about like not shitting where you eat. But I mean, if that's the only place you hang out, that's kind of where you end up. I would say I've dated a few more people that don't skate now that do skate, and the success rate for all of it, like I'm not married to any of them, so just try to be a good boyfriend and they be a good partner, and hopefully it works. Dean, wait, let me just go back. Fred Durst. You are forgiven to confuse me. Dan, get Pal to have UK teams so we can get cheap boards. They would still be made here in America, though. So they'd still have to be mailed out there. Our warehouse is in, I forget what it's called. It's up north. Actually, everyone's going there tomorrow to figure out directions for the Pal Peralta full length. I cracked a chocolate deck with a special apply secret special formula on the first day of owning it. Shit sucked. I don't know what they do to their. Maybe you got a D-Lam, but yeah, I don't know. That sounds crazy to break a board that fast. Do you date Angie? No. Angie's the homie, but no, we never dated. I think anytime I skate with a girl on my channel, people automatically assume that we're dating or something like that. But nope. I got my heroin wing thing in the first deck 10 years ago. It's mad hard to find these days. Heroin wing thing. Oh yeah, that thing's crazy. I do want to skate one of those. It has like the things on the side. Skate Barstool when you heal, bro. When you heal, bro. That'd be sick. If Palprop flight decks don't break, what's the business model if people aren't buying replenishable products? I think because they're a bit more expensive, so you make a little bit back right there, and then there's brand loyalty, because it's just like once you start skating flight decks, it's hard to go back to a normal board. It you know, it's just better. Do I date Derek? I don't know. What's my keychain say, dude? No, Derek has a girlfriend, but her name is Danielle, so basically yes. Lucas is hot. Yeah, Lucas is hot. I really miss full-length DVD videos. I remember when Mystery of Black and White came out and the whole team came to my local park and had a premiere. Yeah, I miss just demos, dude. Demos were so cool. It's a skateboard getting hit from the company called LibTech. It was my first skater back in 2000. Dan Pagu? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, LibTech was, they had those fiberglass sheets to the board that became like shrapnel that would slice you up if you messed up on them. They're like a snowboard company. You and Dale should go to Love Island high key. Like, no, for real, we should. We'd crush that show. Mike, what did you say earlier? Trying to keep up with the chat keeps scrolling. I'm trying to keep up with what everyone's saying. Is it true that Derek boofs before each sesh? He just like rectally shoves some gambling apps up there? Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I came to watch your daily videos. Cool to see you live chatting. Yeah, I just didn't edit one last night. I had like a Lyme flare for the past couple days, so I slept for 11 hours, 11 and a half hours. Didn't wake up once, so clearly I needed it. Dan, what a marvelous mustache. You keep rocking it, man. Real cowboy. Cowboy Dan's a good song by Modest Mouse. Also, Plastic Tails felt really weird to pop off of. Yeah, I agree. That was a weird feeling. Miss watching you skate, Dan. Frontside flip check in 4 months. I hope so, dude. Frontside flip's going to be one of the last flip tricks I'll be able to do again, I think, because it's just so much tension against your front foot. Could you take John to the 12 stair in Crestwood in San Pedro? I'm not sure I know which one that is, but he definitely would. Play Pokemon Stadium for your channel? I was never much for Pokemon Stadium, to be honest. But I know a guy who would gladly fill all your Pokemon needs, and that's Spencer Newsy. Oh, you literally just sent me the 12 stair. Shout out you. Let's see. Spencer and Brandon show. Just shit talking. Yeah, dude. Spencer and Brandon together are so funny. God, they're so fucking funny, dude. There's so much stuff that I don't put in the video, too. Because they just... Sometimes Brandon just says the most unhinged shit. And I'm like, oh, God. It's too spicy for TV, dude. But if you want to see all that shit, go to Spencer Simeon's channel. Because he just puts that shit in, dude. Yeah, fiberglass boards they held up until they didn't. Yeah, then they got, like, dangerous. I'm 52 and want to start skateboarding. Could it be done? Yeah. Absolutely. You can start at any time. Just make sure that your body can handle those sort of movements right now. Get a little active. If you're not already getting your steps in every day, start doing that. And yeah, go for it. Do you think you could slappy 180 to a grind like switch front crook? So like slappy front 180, fakey front crook? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I've done slappy 180, fakey 5-0s, so for sure. I don't know if I could do it. It would be hard to do on just like a regular ledge, a regular vertical edge without a bank to it, because you need a lot of face to get a slappy 180 trick to your back truck. So you need a fairly tall ledge, and then I'd be so squatted it would probably be hard to shuffle it into a fakey pinch, but I think so, yeah. I'd have to find like the right spot. Like I would need like a 1.5 foot tall ledge to do that. You need a bacon, egg, and cheese. Oh, I need to eat breakfast. I'm going to go have my protein oatmeal. Damn monthly. Damothy, where is Big Daddy? Where is Big Daddy? That's a good question. I had a fiberglass board in 2007, drove me crazy because I could never break it. And I have a excuse for a new board. Yeah, those things and they just got so sketchy, dude. Derek is a pro in our hearts. Yeah, I agree. My favorite videos are bails from Tony Hawk games. That's crazy. I hated those videos. They would straight up put in like people like breaking their ankles in that too. I hated it. Why did message get restricted? I don't understand why some messages get restricted. I don't get it. So how do you manage to age backwards after all these years, Dan, yet somehow look younger than when I first started watching you? I feel like it's something that most of my audience doesn't care about. Like, I know a lot of skateboarding YouTubers right now are doing like their like health journey or whatever. But I've been running it for a minute because I got hurt and I just started, I don't know, gaining weight and feeling really sluggish and stuff like that. I thought about maybe doing a video about it. We'll see. I don't think there's enough interest in it, but I have been like learning a lot about health and sifting through a lot of the bullshit of like one side says like science says this, and this side says science is lying to you about this, and this. If you really just dig into the studies, you can literally look up studies. There's websites where you can look up the documents of what was said and what was found. You can get some pretty straightforward path on how to get healthy no matter how bad your health was. Like me with Lyme disease, Wolff Parkinson's white heart condition, chronic panic attack, was gaining weight, had the worst diet ever, to now me having more energy than I've ever had. Definitely I'm way stronger than I've ever been, like across the board, with the exception of my fucking left calf, because I haven't been able to use this ankle, so it's just like shriveling away on me, which I just started being able to do a little bit of leg curls recently. But yeah, there's this very straightforward way to do it, a very simple way to understand the way calories, protein, and carbs work. And yeah, I think that was it. It took me a couple months to get in the best shape of my life, and I do not regret it. And I think once I can start skating again and I get that added cardio on top of it, I'm going to be like really able to do some stuff. I'll also be able to be way more lenient on my diet, because if I'm burning carbs, I can eat more calories. If I'm burning calories, I can eat more calories. I miss Sharni posting. I literally just saw an Instagram post from Sharni. It's his birthday today. Does Christiana mean skate for pal? Yep, she's just now starting to skate again. She had a really bad knee injury that took her out for a while. Fruits, vegetables, meats, nuts, dairy. I mean, it's kind of as simple as that. You just gotta look at what the calories are and find out what your calorie number should be. Mine happens to be, I'm trying to stay in a calorie deficit, so I'm trying to stay around 2,000 to 2,100 at the max. And then if I can get below that, that is what I do, which I've been steady below that for the past 3 weeks. So yeah, and then there's also, all calories are not equal in the sense of like what you could eat it. Like if you get, when I looked at prosciutto cheese things, right, and you look at it and you're like, the protein is 17 grams and the calorie is 150. The best way to tell whether the protein is like a good comparison if you're trying to like get more protein in you is if you add a 0 on the end of whatever the protein is, and it is more than what the calorie amount is. So for example, that 17 versus the 150, you add a 0 to it, it's now 1700. That's a good calorie balance. And I was like, oh yeah, like this, I love prosciutto and cheese. Like I can just eat these for protein, all right. But then the sodium, the salt in it is super high, and that makes you gain water weight. And it's also not great for you. So little bit of looking into things, and it will absolutely start working out dietary wise. You know, abs are made in the kitchen, as they say. I don't have abs yet though. We're getting there. I hate it because, dude, my core is so strong now. Cause yeah, I do a lot of like body weight stuff. I'm doing a lot of pull-ups. I'm doing a lot of crunches. I do weighted crunches and stuff like that. But I still have like this fucking tummy, dude. No hate on Brandon, but he should get on the damn plan. Actually, Brandon's been losing weight lately, but he just hurt his knee, so we'll see what happens. You know, Brandon, like every single person in the world, has a lot of stuff going on in their lives that isn't going to be talked about on my channel or whatever. And he's just been doing some other stuff, getting stuff sorted. You're going to like D-Lo's recent post, frontside big spin fakie manny. I do like that. I should go look that up. All right, I'm heading out. Trip to talk to you today. Good luck on your recovery. I hope it's swift. Hope to see you skating soon. Hey, thanks, Joshua. You have a good one. I need to look into some sodium intake. I always ignored it. Yeah, dude, it's an easy one to ignore too, because like, you know, the big cheat for, you know, having bland food is like salt makes stuff, you know, tasty. And like one that I'll run is Ono Hawaiian barbecue, because the protein to, and rice is another slippery slope. We're talking about food right now. I know people don't care. But I like that one a lot, but that's got to be a treat because it's high in sodium, especially with the teriyaki sauce. So, you know, you find ways. So, I mean, lucky for me, the biggest cheat that I have, aside from me loving soda so much, me switching to the 0 and not getting 0 calories on all of that, is I love seafood. And seafood is pretty high protein, low calorie, and pretty good for you. And Old Bay Spice, I'm from Maryland, and we put that on everything, is like also pretty chill. So I get to have a lot of very delicious meals, a 0% guilt-free, like no adjustment for the rest of the day. Who comes up with the skateboard trick names? I guess who invents them. Yo, Lalo is dope. Well, you're going to love the video that I'm about to put out. It's all about Lalo and how incredible he is. What do I think about Antoine's new FTP part? I fucking love it. I mean, I'm a big Antoine stan. To put out a single video part that had that big of an impact on skateboarding, and then to do another one for his, was it a skate jaunt part? Whatever it was. Like to do it twice and then to go through the trials and tribulations that he did. You know, he went to jail, and to come out of it and then still do better, to still be on top of it, I think is a testament to the kind of person that he is, you know what I mean? Like, I think to make those sort of mistakes and to come back a better person, like with a stronger message, he's a big inspiration. Brandon Turner, too. I love the part. And he's still hucking. How old is Antoine Dixon? Is he older than me? I think I'm older than him. Antoine Dixon age. August 19th, 1988. His birthday is almost my birthday. Yeah, I'm 1 year older than him, almost exactly. So yeah, he's still hucking like that? Like, that's crazy. Let's see. Do you have your clips from the full length on? Will you be able to get any more? So I have a couple clips for the full length. It's not a full part, and I'm pretty bummed about it. But there should be a window at the end that I'm going to get where I may or may not stop posting on the channel for like a month and just try to stack if I can. Have I ever skated with Andrew's, I don't know how to say the last name. I want to say Singer? I know that's not how you say that. GH makes a specific sound. I don't know. Maybe. If I saw a picture of him. How can we get more bev up on the session? We've been texting. We'll be getting more bev up. Don't worry. Bald gang? Yeah, we out here. Yeah, no vid today. Lyme kind of flared up kind of gnarly, and so I didn't get to it today, but I'll be back on it tomorrow. Chris's part in the Fallen video is sick. Yes, I was very surprised by how well-rounded that Fallen part was. I'm excited for his Pop Peralta part. I think Chris's part surprised a lot of people. He really tried hard for that part, and he's only trying harder now. So I imagine his Pop Peralta's going to be better. A corrugated can of corn or cord oranges for Dan Corrigan. Any comments on this? I'd do it. I'd run it. You think your style will change now because you're more muscle? I hope so. I hope I stop looking so goofy on the skateboard. So during my time off, I've been thinking a lot about how I want to be skating, and I think I'm gonna try to skate a little bit more, just more fast, and stick to like my guns instead of doing, you know, tricks that are hard for me shittily. I'm gonna try to do more like tricks that I'm good at well. I've never been, because my channel's like I put out so much footage all the time. I'm not cleaning anything up. I'm just doing tricks. And for this part, you know, I'm gonna try really hard to have it a very solid video part. So we'll see. I don't know if this working out's gonna affect that much. I'm not that much bigger. Psych, I'm way fucking bigger, dude. What the fuck is it? No, I'm just kidding. You stream so well, you'd be good on the 10 o'clock news. God, that would be the worst thing ever. 10 o'clock news. Just imagine, that's just streaming, but like about the worst shit that's happening in the world at once. You think I'm flexing a lot? This guy. Me. No. Hard flip into backsmith. I've done that one before on a skate park ledge. Time off, I thought you died. More transition is easier than these for sure. Pump and iron video, when? Dude, never. Maybe on my second channel. I do want to do some stuff on like my diet and stuff like that, and like the way that I work out and what I've learned, but that'll be probably on the second channel. Skate parks that way, so good. Yeah, I'm hyped, man. I'm definitely in a good spot. Just waiting for this ankle. That little guy. That's what I call Dale. Little bro. Just kidding. Please flex. It's crazy. I do have some of the best skaters around me, dude. I just got like they're good personalities, good energy, dude. They get me hyped. This is by far the longest I've ever streamed, I think, and I ruined it by having that music play and demonetizing it. Dan Corpitigan. I don't know how I would read that. As many people know, I can't really read and write that well. What's my other channel like? I haven't been posting on it too much. There's a little bit of gaming streaming that I would do over there, which I'd actually like to get back to now that my mom's gone and I can have my living room back. Talking about real stuff, like a little bit mental health stuff, physical issues that I've had, heavier subjects. I talk about like my brother passing, but then some dumb shit like smash or pass the United States presidents. Like, it's just whatever. It's just me dorking around over there. Dan Core ripped again. Okay, that I like. Dude, I can't imagine skating in LA. I've only been to Seattle and British Columbia. Yeah, skating in LA is kind of crazy. It's just not, like, every single time you think there's going to be something wrong with the spot, there's just, like, not. Everything's just so easy to skate. I see the pun man making puns. Respect. Dan Curl again? Okay, that one I get. I'm stuck on curls, dude, though. I've been stuck at between 35 and 40 pounds for a minute. It's annoying me. Any news on your custom board sizing? That they're working on it. You know, I really got to just like call Justin, honestly. Where is Jason Park? Do a Hawaii episode or something? I would love to. If I could skate, I was going to go out there this year and stay at his place with some friends, but I can't skate. Favorite non-U.S. place to skate? I've never skated outside the United States. Dan Corgoggins. Do more curls then? Dude, I do so many curls. Well, I do 3 sets of like hybrid curls, like starting off neutral and ending curled. And then I do 2 sets of just neutral grip to work my brachialis. what are they called? Why can't I think of what these are called? Hammer curls. So it's 5 sets of curls. And my arm's like getting bigger, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. I think it's my understanding that a lot of people stay around between the 35 and 50 pound range for curls anyways, even when they get a lot bigger. I don't know. It's also like what I do way later in my workout. Like that's, it's a minor thing that I'm doing because you're working your biceps through chest press. And I imagine if I went to the gym and the first thing I did was curls, I could probably put up more weight, but I'm just not doing that. Come to Costa Rica and skate. I just watched that Costa Rica study trip on this stream. Dan's gonna look like Beeble. Dude, I am not gonna look like Beeble, dude. That dude is they're the least natty guy I've ever seen. Those arms are crazy. That he is a genetic anomaly for sure. Skate Alaska. It's really big park and designed for bikes. Oh, you skated Alaska. I heard that Sarah Palin made skateboarding illegal in Alaska when she was governor or whatever the hell she was. He's been the hero for long enough to become a fitness influencer. How far we've fallen. 1 like for 1 love. Dude, honestly, the main reason I've been getting into fitness is because I can't skate and I got to stay active. I definitely need physical movement, and chess was not cutting it. And the other thing is I can't jog or anything like that because of my ankle, so it's like, okay, I guess I'll go move around shit. Recently turned 40 and just got back on the board for the first time in 15-ish years. Love watching your video. Love watching your skate knowledge and then team banter. Yeah, I feel like, dude, it is a renaissance for skateboarding. Everyone's getting back into it right now. It's pretty sick, especially a lot of like the early 2000 skaters, because it's great cardio. It's great for fitness. It's great. It's fun. I feel like a lot of adults don't play anymore. Like you work, and then like watching TV and consuming content is not play. It's not. It's enjoyable. It's entertainment, but like skateboarding, you get to go out and dork around, More people need that in their lives. I don't care if it's skateboarding or not. You need that shit. Dan Corn again. True, I'm very corny. I have a skate journal out on Build with Star. What does that mean? Go on Build with Star and look up skate. Oh, Build with Star, is that an app? Took 15 years off, then got back into it 3 years ago, kept working on it, and I'm 40, can still skate almost as good as I was when I was 20. You'll probably get better at it than you were when you're 20. You have a better understanding of your body. Jeff Wan song collab. We've done a bunch, dude. I probably have like 15 videos with Jeff. York is so inspiring. Yeah, York is still getting it, dude. He skates hard when he comes out with this. Should we get on the 9 Club news? What do you mean? Oh, did they do like a news story type deal too? Pal skate trip to Chicago. That'd be amazing. I'm trying so hard to make pal skate trips happen. Bam is my skateboarding power animal now. It's pretty cool to watch him like get it all back. Like, he was really in rough shape for a while there, man. It's pretty cool to say what you want about him, like whether you like seeing him in skateboarding, or you think he's annoying or whatever, or you're a super fan of him, whatever. Any person who turns their life around and seems to be doing better, even if it's not perfect. I know it's really easy where someone has this, Phoenix moment, or like, oh no, I'm doing better, and then the second they slip up again, everyone dogpiles on top of them, which definitely doesn't help their situation, especially like mentally trying to stay on top of themselves. But it seems like he's really, really trying to do the right thing. So definitely has his slip ups, but I'm rooting for him. Channel 9 News. Dan, the best slapsticky. But now I surf and skate mini ramp. That's sick. Mini ramp rules. You should have already been on the 9 Club. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it before. I'll probably end up doing one. I was very much like a very no kind of person for a long time. Like, I just didn't want to do it. Not that I have anything against the 9 Club. There's like the ones that I know. Like, I really only know Krob and Raj. But we always have like good conversations, But I just felt like I say so much on my channel already. I'm like, oh, what would I talk about on the 9 Club? And I don't want to get too much into like my personal life in a way. Like I feel like people might care about it, but that sort of just becomes this like, I don't know, net for stirring drama or something like that. Like talk about my past and throw a bunch of people under the bus, or like talk about my childhood or something like that. And I don't I don't know. It's not something that I'm super interested in doing, but I'm sure that we can have the interview in a way that, you know, I think would be worth it to me and the audience. I don't know. You have a meeting in 35 minutes? You better get ready, brother. DJ Bam Bam. This channel has inspired me to want to do frontside no slides and frontside boards. Yeah, frontside no slides all day. Knock out 6 months without eating. That's crazy. That would be good on a Thursday show. Yeah, that's one where they like react to stuff, right? Yeah, who cares? Don't talk personal, talk shop. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. I'd probably cover a couple subjects that I think is important to talk about. Like I do like talking about like mental health and stuff like that. But like it seems like a lot of times when people go on there, they sort of want like a biography is a great word. A biography styled story, but need JB on the 9 Club? Yeah, John Bradford on the 9 Club would be great. I think Ariana Spencer would be great on the 9 Club too. There's a lot of people I think need to do one. I love all the music. I love all music. Do a stop and chat. Yeah, that's what Raj just said to me the other day. Maybe. Dan, I'm at a hotel with a construction crew shooting shit about the hotel. Do you miss construction at all in any way? I do. Like the main thing I miss is the drive to work early in the morning. Like I would get up at like 4, I'd like wake up at 4 a.m., walk the dog, blah blah blah, and because work was like an hour and a half away from where I lived at the time, depending on traffic. And I miss that buzz that I would get early in the morning of having my energy drink and having my music playing and having that, you know. And then when you get to work, there is something about like physical labor that has a high to it, but that's about it. Like all the other stuff that comes around with it, the dealing with the nepotism in the company and the dealing with the drama, and it's that side really sucked. The physical labor on the hot summer days on the East Coast where it's like 100 degrees and there's humidity, that sucked. But there was cool things about it. And the other cool thing about like working a job in the construction world, or any world probably, is like being sort of forced to interact and have relationships with people that you wouldn't otherwise come in contact with. You know, right now my world completely revolves around who I pick and choose for myself. I'm skating with my friends. I'm meeting the people that I want to meet. I'm orchestrating stuff with, you know, who I want to orchestrate stuff with. And it was kind of cool to be like, hey, you're working with these guys today. And you don't even know these guys, but you get to know them. And I think it's good to expose you to different walks of life so you don't end up in like a social echo chamber, you know? So I do miss that. And I do sometimes, like, I'll chat with people about construction. Like, whatever. I'll see someone in a high vis and shoot the shit with them. I paint. It's awesome. Oh, dude, painting I suck at, dude. I hated painting. I hated hardwood floors probably the most out of all the construction jobs that I did, especially when you're in the closets. Oh my God, what a nightmare. The summer in Washington, D.C., just like kneeling in a closet, scraping away. But yeah, there's a part to all that is satisfying. I prefer to do this. That's for sure. I should do some off-grid stuff with Andy. We keep talking about doing exactly that. We've done a couple. Just watch a video on Redondo Beach skate park from 3 years ago. Fun watch. Excited to see you skate again. Yeah, me too, dude. I'm dying too. That park's already been around for 3 years. That's crazy. Yeah, I was an iron union worker. That's sick. I was an iron pourer. That was the only job that I probably ever had, like in the physical space, that I was actually good at. When I was an iron pourer, I was exceptionally good at that job. Every other job I'm base level or I'm not good at. But specifically with iron pouring, for whatever reason, I just crushed that job. They would call me in on weekends because I was the only one who could do certain pours, which is pretty cool. And I would get like bonus pay. But at that job, we didn't get lunches, which is illegal. But we didn't get lunches or breaks. And it was 11 hours a day, 6 days a week, 66-hour work weeks. And I ran that job for over a year like a dumbass. But I was good at it. Peralta should fix up that brick manual pad at the street corner that's falling apart. That'd be sick. To fix those bricks would be crazy, though. You'd have to find those exact massive bricks, or you'd have to reconcrete it. Have you ever tried vert grading? Yeah, I've done a pivot shove fakie on a vert ramp before. I've done feeble grinds and backsmiths. I've done a stand-up front 5-0 stall. I've done like kind of like I wouldn't say like an early grab frontside air, but like a kind of a kick turn at coping and like grab my board right as my back truck touches the coping to bonk it into my hand. I was probably like, I'm gonna tell the truth, dude. It was probably like this high above coping. I was about to, not mog myself, fucking what's that called? Nerf myself. But it was probably like this high above coping. All skaters go into drifting eventually. I'm scared of bikes, dude. I mean, not bikes. I'm scared of fast cars. Nightclub 9 years. From Maine to Florida. Yeah, you gotta make it out to the West Coast, dude. Yeah, I'm scared. Fast cars is not my thing. I got my Toyota Corolla. That thing ain't ever going anywhere near its max speed. I think I had it going 100 miles per hour like once just to feel it, and I was just like, this is too much. That's not. I love roller coasters and stuff like that, but yeah, that's just not my type of thrill seeking. All right, I should probably get to my day. Yeah. But it was fun chatting with everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to fix this video for monetization, but I probably will not be able to. We'll see what it offers me. Until then, I hope you guys had a good time. Thanks for everyone who came and hung out. Sorry if I missed any of your questions. I know I missed a ton. I'm a slow reader, and it's a lot of comments and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess this is goodbye, guys. What up from Ireland? Day's already over? Nah, it's 3 o'clock, dude. We're just getting started.